owner of the AWF, CAW superstar, 11-time tag team champion of the world. This egotistical bastard is ready to shoot the shit as Shawn Walsh presents The Shawn Walsh Show, where there is no holds barred.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 2 of The Shawn Walsh Show. It's the premiere episode, and we are here back on the CAW All Stars YouTube channel. And folks, let me just say, I'm happy to be back. It's been quite some time. I believe it was mid-July when the Shawn Walsh Show last aired an episode, and we went on season break, and now it is time for our return, our much anticipated return. I took a little break, and it was a nice break. It was nice for a few weeks not to have to worry about posting an episode and getting interviews ready and doing all that. But after a while, believe it or not, through all the bad, you miss the good. And that is why the Shawn Walsh Show is back for Season 2. And I'm just going to throw out a prediction here. I predict Season 2 will top Season 1 of the Shawn Walsh Show. For how long Season 2 will be, we'll find out. Well, it's up in the air right now. But it's going to be a nice lengthy season, just like Season 1. We're going to have some guests that are being brought back. We're going to have some new guests. And I'm going to get into all that in the coming weeks and whatnot. Also, expect sometime in the next 2 weeks, that's my prediction right now, for CAW All Stars 7 to be out on this channel. You can see many of the matches. I'm sure a lot of you already know the big marquee matches, and if you don't know the matches, you better get your ass over to facebook.com/CAWAllStars and check out the match card, some of the match graphics. It's really cool looking, and see who is going to face each other, such as the CAW All Stars Championship match between Quicksilver, AJ Young, and the new CAW All Stars champion CJ Hawkins. Also, Ray Geddes, CCL champion, Ben Hitman, AWF World Heavyweight champion, going at it, all that and much, much more. But you can go to the Facebook page to go check out for more information. Today is the premiere of Season 2, and it's a huge episode, so I don't want to talk for too much time, and I don't know if you can tell, but I am very sick, so I do not want to talk for much time. Today's episode is a special CAWCon edition of the Shawn Walsh Show, and if you were on the CAW Shoot page, you know exactly what I am referring to. I gave this episode a name, CAWCon, because I met up with a few friends of mine and fellow CAW wrestlers in Travis Sparks, M Accuracy, and Kenyon Phoenix, and we all sat down to have a grand old interview in New Jersey. It's a very good interview, so you're going to hear all that. It's a very long interview, so prepare for that. But it's some good stuff. There's some stuff you're going to really want to listen to. So much so that I'm hearing an old raging redneck has got a response ready for after the show. So look forward to that. After you hear this, go see what Ray Geddes has to say. I'm very intrigued. I know that much. Also, I'm just going to point out there are certain questions that were asked that were not answered because they were sent in too late. Unfortunately, some people thought we were taping this episode like at 8 o'clock or something and sending questions really late. We taped the episode in the afternoon of August 22nd, which was the day of the NXT TakeOver Brooklyn event, which we went to after we recorded the show. And I was literally waiting for the subway when my phone is blowing up with Ask FM notifications from people sending in questions for the show that we already recorded, 2 hours of which. Now, I love that you guys send questions, but I'm going to ask, please, next time, send them in early. There's a reason why I've been posting information for my Ask FM and CAW for many, many weeks, because I wanted to give you guys plenty of time and not wait to the last minute. Don't procrastinate, because then your question doesn't quite get answered. Fortunately for some of you, some of your questions kind of got mentioned in a little bit of discussion that happens throughout the show, so that all works out. But again, I'm just going to say, please send in your questions with advanced time so I can ask the people your questions. I want your questions, so please send them. But I'm going to drop an announcement right here before we get to the episode. You guys already know that I will be interviewing CCL's own Eddie Mack for an upcoming episode of the Shawn Walsh Show. I don't know exactly when I'm going to post this, but it may be just too late to send questions. Actually, no, I'm going to post this Friday night, so send in your questions before Saturday afternoon, because if you don't, it'll be too late. However, I will be taping another episode of the Shawn Walsh Show in the future for an upcoming episode with CCL and COH's own The Doctor. So send in your questions. What do you want to know about The Doctor? What do you want me to ask The Doctor? Whether it be about his commentary, whether it be about Ray Geddes, whether it be about CCL, whether it be about the DWA. So send in your questions. AskFM/ShawnWalsh105 for upcoming episodes, which include Eddie Mack and the Doctor. And also, next week, you guys are in for a treat. Going to drop a little spoiler for you guys. For the first time ever, the Shawn Walsh Show extends its demographic to the female demographic, as we will have our first ever female guest on the show. The one behind Evan O'Shea. It's a very interesting episode, so you can look forward to that next week. But we shall not waste any more time. You already know this is going to be one epic season, so let's get right to it. Let's get to CAW.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shawn Walsh Show. Very special edition of CAW. As you guys all know,
we don't get to meet our fans now.
Fuck the fans.
You already met the fans.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sitting next to them.
As you guys know, for CAW, I, Shawn Walsh, am joined by the owner of COH, Travis Sparks.
Hey guys.
Also, Kenyon Phoenix.
Oh, I guess.
Who provided us with a great location to film.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could see the rest. And then also, of course, we have M-Accuracy. Now, before we begin with your questions, there was something I was asked to do on the part of Jay. So...
Oh, no. Yes! Bring it out!
It's been a year in the...
Yes! We're cooking! Eat it! Eat it!
What kind of cookie is this?
I don't know. It's a good cookie.
The one that Jay got you. Yes.
I just opened the box, so...
I gotta do this on camera now.
Yes, you do.
Eat
the
it, eat
cookie.
Eat it! Yeah!
Get along with everything else.
Hold up, let me hide the garbage cans.
No, it's fine.
We're not... It's a good cookie, right?
Should've got two.
A ginger from now.
Alright. I want one now. Alright, he's eating. Let's do it.
Alright.
Oh, yes.
Oh, fuck me.
You want to throw it out, you gotta go all the way over there.
I'll do it.
You would.
Don't you throw out that cookie.
Go on with it.
Okay, fine.
It's like ginger snaps or something.
Alright. Let's start with one person who decided to send 5 questions.
Disgusting.
To who?
I guess this is to all of us, although there's one would be silly to answer. But, alright, top 3 favorite bands.
Ooh.
Stevie first.
Yeah, you can go. I gotta.
Nirvana, 9 Inch Nails, Oasis. Simple enough. Do I have to explain why? Because I really don't care.
Yeah, do we have to explain
Well, no,
that?
it doesn't say explain.
No, you don't. It doesn't say explain.
Well, those
We look at you or do we look at the camera? I love people.
Look at the camera. Don't look at me.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta eat.
Yeah, but they inform
I'm
you
right
never-
here, by the way.
They
Hello.
always inform you. Never look at the camera directly.
Don't listen to what WWE tells you.
No,
They're
I'm not
stupid.
saying. I'm just saying Hollywood in general.
Like, what are your 3 favorite bands, Adam?
Oh, you can go first. I gotta finish this.
Metallica. I like 9 Inch Nails. They're cool.
Disgusting.
Quit complaining. This is your fault.
Bands.
Yeah, it is,
Bands. I like REM.
And if you don't know, I'll go.
Oh, go ahead. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, probably Oasis. I'm with him on that one. The Killers and the Beatles.
Okay. Me, this is not going to shock people. 3 Days Grace,
Yeah.
Nirvana, and this one is rather current, and that is Imagine Dragons.
Florida Georgia Line.
No!
The other 2 are fine, but 3 Days Grace?
I love 3 Days Grace.
It's a soundtrack.
That's
That's a soundtrack band.
That band defines AWF.
Everyone thinks like half the roster has 3 Days Grace songs. It's only like 5 of them.
Let's start.
That's half
Like-
the roster.
That's not half the roster.
You probably know Riot and Animal I Have Become, like, front and back.
Oh my god, yeah. Alright.
Before we continue, I'd like to give a shout out to everyone at COH. Thank you for everyone taking the time to watch the shows. Shout out to Ray
It's
Geddes and his fan base. Steve, you love him.
Biggest
I
Ray
like
Geddes
Ray.
fan.
I'll say that.
The
I do like
cookie
Ray.
is done.
He ate the cookie.
Yay!
Yes.
We miss you, Jay.
Yeah, we wish you were here, bro.
Oh, I'm sure Jade will be happy. Next, top 3 favorite movies.
Ooh. Adam, you go first.
No, Steve, you go first.
Let's see. The Crow, Dark Knight. What would be number 3?
Oh my god.
Probably The Godfather, first one.
I got 2. I need a third.
Man, it's tough. So many great movies.
I'm gonna
I
look
liked.
over here.
I'm gonna look at it and see. It has a great Blu-ray collection. No, not Scream. Snowpiercer is.
That's not the question.
I mean, it's not the. All right, I'll agree with Steve on The Godfather. I mean, great of all time. I mean, that's tough. Of all time, everything, all in the one.
Yeah.
I love Eraserhead.
David Lynch is great.
Eraserhead was a great movie.
Shit.
Not very. Fuck. All right, I see it there. Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the great trilogies.
Alright,
Yeah.
I got 2. I gotta think of a third. Okay, so it's Nightmare Before Christmas is 1. The Wizard of Oz is 2. American Beauty. Why not?
Alright. I will do Rudy. Love that movie. And then 2 are series, so I'm just going to put them in the 1. Rocky, Back to the Future.
Alright, I'll give him Rocky.
I'll give him Back to the Future.
I give them both. That's good. It's a good list.
You know,
Back to the Future, the first 2 are good, but the third one
Why
was...
does everybody hate the third one so much?
I mean, it's weak compared to the first one.
Obviously, but it's not that bad.
I don't hate
Okay,
it.
the worst part of that is the love interest that Doc Brown had. But
Yeah.
you take her out and the movie's good.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Western Biff is great.
Oh, Biff.
Yeah, but Western
Biff's
Biff was not enough to save it.
Biff's ancestry is great.
Alright.
Especially
They
if you-
have a DeLorean, like a time traveling train thing. That's cool.
I love Griff.
Okay.
Alright. Top 3 favorite wrestlers.
Adam, you first.
Why does it always go to me?
Because it's always Steve.
Yes, it's your turn to go first.
Jeff Hardy, Roddy Piper, Macho Man.
Scott Steiner.
Honorable mention: the Mountie.
Shit. Scott Steiner. One of the most underrated guys of all time. Nigel McGuinness. Should have been in WWE years ago, but you know, very unfortunate. My third of all time, my favorite wrestler. Shit. Steve, you want to fill in what I think?
Let's see. You said Scott Steiner and Nigel.
Nigel.
How about Fandango? If it weren't for him, we wouldn't have had that amazing Raw that we went to that you almost missed out on.
Here we go
That
again.
I missed out
Here we
on.
go again with this story.
Yes, this fucker was about to miss the April 8th, 2013 edition of Raw. I had to drag his ass because him, Alex, and Stu all wanted to go watch a movie on Netflix.
I can't believe I didn't go.
First of all, it wasn't on Netflix. It was on Rift Tracks, and it was called Birdemic. You guys don't know.
Okay.
If you guys don't know what Rift Track is, they're the same guys that did Mystery Science Theater 3000. Great show, one of the best shows of the 90s.
Okay, for an average Raw, I missed that.
This was not an
That
ad.
wasn't
Trust
an
me, I know.
average Raw.
I'm like 5 minutes and I missed it.
That's not an average Raw.
I
It's the
went to
Raw after
Mania.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And this
Big
was
passion.
this was a
Yeah.
historical Raw. We won a Slammy Award.
You
Goodfellas.
guys didn't
Wait,
win something.
wrestlers. I'm thinking movies. Is it Goodfellas?
Another honorable
That was a
mention?
great wrestle, by the way. Remember that time at WrestleMania 35?
Yeah, the Goodfellas fought in the main event.
Oh yeah, against Casino.
I mean, only since WrestleMania 1 have there been a tag team main event. Anyway, another honorable mention, Ahmed Johnson. There we go.
That's just great.
Steve?
Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Steve Austin. Simple.
Alright, Stone Cold.
Alright, for me, Bret the Hitman Hart, The Undertaker. Oh, nah, don't groan. And we'll go with That's Gotta Be Kane.
Did you know something about Bret Hart?
Oh no.
Do you know he got screwed?
Did you know that his brother was dead?
Two of them are dead, actually.
Yes. He cries about it every night.
I'm sure he.
No, he's crying about the screw job.
He's cried about life.
Alright.
He's a 4 out of 10.
Opinions on SummerSlam. Now, this is an interesting question because by the time this airs, SummerSlam already would have happened.
It was
so,
amazing.
Wait, we're talking
Greatest
about
SummerSlam
what
ever.
we feel going into SummerSlam.
Yes.
It's going to be
Meh.
you know what it's going to
I'm
remind me
actually
of?
excited.
It's going to remind me of WrestleMania 27. They're making it
Bigger than
seem
it is.
bigger than it is.
Yeah.
All because of one match.
Yeah.
So the rest, I was excited when I saw the
Got a decent-
Brock Lesnar Undertaker confrontation, but after that, it was just like, okay, they're not really doing much with it. They're making Undertaker the heel.
Yeah.
Which-
I find him kicking Brock Lesnar in the balls to be hilarious, by the
It's
way.
got a good. It's got a good undercard.
Well, you got.
Owens and Cesaro.
Owens is alright. I mean, Sheamus and Orton is overdone, but it's not bad.
Here's my thing, though.
And that Fatal 4 with the tag match, which might get pushed to
On
the
any
big
other
show,
day-
I don't know what's going to be like after this.
On
comes
any
out.
other company, that would be fine. Except a match like Kevin Owens and Cesaro, they could have the match, it could be awesome, and then it goes nowhere.
Which is why it would have benefited more if it was a 3-way with Cena.
Of course, but they don't care about
And
these two.
even Cena and Seth's probably going to be a good match.
It'll be a good match.
But I don't think the show will be remembered for anything other than the main event.
That's my point.
Yeah.
This is
the
gonna-
main event is there's so many different things that can happen, which is it's a one match show essentially.
But
History-wise.
we've already seen it because this is the future, and it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Sure.
great show. Everything was perfect, not a
Fucking-
single problem.
Yeah.
Fucking Goldberg showed up, Benoit came back from the dead. Hogan's not a racist anymore.
Owen Hart flew in the ring.
God, I mean, like Hurricane won the WWE Championship. It was like, what the fuck? Oh, and the Mountie was there, obviously.
Of course. All
I
right.
gave Scott Steiner a microphone.
He did 3 hours on his own.
Oh, I think the only car. I didn't even say nothing.
Oh yeah, you're
I'm looking at the card because I'm honest. I have not cared for WWE since WrestleMania. I've only watched one show since, and that was the Elimination Chamber show, and that was
It was a one-match show too.
yeah. The undercard looks good.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, but no one's gonna remember these
Yeah,
matches.
no one's gonna remember.
I mean, you got the Stephen Amell thing.
I guess.
Yeah, that's
But he's hurt.
Well,
No, he's not. Good. Like,
he-
it's just his jaw's a
yeah,
little banged
he's
up.
talking better now. I saw a video. He seems.
I don't
better.
think he's like hurt where he can't perform. I think he just hurt his jaw after that.
All he needs to do is do a spot with Stardust, and.
But I mean,
that's all.
Stephen Amell's not going to be there. He's going to be the
Chew
arrow.
some gum.
Oh.
Work on that jaw.
Anyway,
All right.
We have-
Opinions on fantasy wrestling, which I'm presuming is fantasy call wrestling, which
Right.
is
that's what
Adam's
I would say.
right there.
Unless
So
you two have anything to say.
Nothing really. It's
My
really
forte.
not my cup of tea, but every here and there I wouldn't mind watching it. I enjoy his take on it.
If there was no fantasy card, there'd be no this.
Mhm.
If you really think about it, it's what started.
I like the early days. I really don't care for it now. I love the no DQ call and SMF, but that's about it. After that, I just got bored with it. So
I like the old fantasy call. Nowadays, I don't watch much. I watch NJCW. I mean, that at least...
Plug.
Yeah, go subscribe. That at least I can get into. A lot of the shows now, it's either just, for me, it's just too late, or
Well,
I don't care.
The thing is, for me, that's different is I don't make it formulaic.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, here's a bunch of random shit. You know?
Right.
And then commentary, obviously.
Alright, thoughts on the Divas Revolution and the call-ups from NXT?
To be honest with you, I don't care. I don't mean to sound sexist, but I just don't care for women's wrestling. I'm not trying to go all Greg Hammer. Greg.
yeah, Greg hammered. Yeah, Greg did get hammered on that one.
Greg Valentine.
They should be in the kitchen.
They look.
According to Greg Valentine, they should be in the kitchen.
Yeah, they shouldn't be wearing a watch. They got a clock on the stove.
Well, he's done.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Oh God!
Wow.
I love Greg Valentine. We need more heels like that in wrestling. That's what's missing.
Yeah, but then you'll have the feminist community coming in and be like,
And then they'll buy tickets to the shows.
no,
You
they
sell-
won't.
Yeah.
What they'll do is they'll create social policies to ban WWE from
And
doing
then Greg can
shows.
go out there and show his dick. You see this? Come on, it can work.
For us, maybe. I mean, personally, I would not like to see
I'd
the
rather
dude's dick.
not.
but-
I'd much rather not see it.
Well, we're not seeing it. The feminists. That's a special attraction for them.
To see a fucking 70-year-old man's wrinkled up fucking dick.
See this?
yeah.
Who's got a gut probably out there here.
You want this? Get back in the kitchen.
Looks like an older woman to begin with.
Oh,
But-
God. Well, that's my opinion.
To get onto point, it's failing miserably. Because first off, they called up 3 of the divas, which, if you're gonna make a revolution, you can't just call up the whole entire roster, have them have matches, and then expect everybody to care.
And then throw them all into one group.
For years,
Two of them are in one group.
you have
Sasha's
conditioned,
in another group.
you've conditioned the fans to believe that they are piss breaks. So they are conditioned to believe they're piss breaks, and you bring all these women and we're like, okay, now we're going to take this shit seriously. And then you just expect the fans to just ride on guard with it.
I mean, it's a slow build. I mean,
It-
they
yeah,
get reaction.
Here's the thing, though. I think
Except for the Raw that was in
Greg
Ross'
Valentine-
hometown, but that's only because
I'm not sure if Greg said it, but I think he said that the matches are getting worse.
I don't believe that.
I don't agree with that.
I mean, depending
To
on
me-
who's in it.
I'm caring less about them now because, well, then that's part of the problem is because let's just say Charlotte and Sasha Banks were feuding. They're going to wrestle on Raw every week and then they're going to wrestle at the pay-per-view. So eventually you're going to get bored.
Yeah, but I mean that's with anything though.
Well,
Right,
see,
but-
that's just a problem with 3 hours. It's
That's
just
just
too
that's
much.
that's
It's
just a problem with WWE
overexposure.
in general.
But here's the problem, though. This is supposed to be a revolution. This is supposed to be a change. And we're not changing shit.
Well, how
Well-
much change can they? I mean, I don't think the change is. I think the change is to make people care more. But because there's so many shows, you see it so often that people just get bored of it already.
Mhm.
And the other problem...
It's not special.
The other problem, too, is that I said this before they did this revolution, that all they're going to do, this was when AJ did that whole give Divas a chance. I'm like, you do realize in their minds, okay, yeah, we'll give Divas a chance, but they're going to put more focus on the Divas they want. Like
Obviously.
Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
She's going to break AJ's record.
It's only because they're
Yeah.
jealous people.
Because she's married to CM Punk. They're not going to have that record hold by CM Punk's widow.
I'll give them this though. They have gotten more time on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
but I mean,
So that's a start.
They get an additional 2 minutes.
But I think they
but when you
should.
throw in people like Brie and Alicia Fox,
Yeah.
The problem is your best girls are either, and they only brought up 3,
Yeah.
and 2 of them are in the group together, so they can't fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
So now they got to fight the worst.
well, I mean,
They
not
always-
not everybody is bad. I mean,
Okay, now it's not even.
if you give Marie's not in it. If you
don't
give-
watch.
If you give I mean, Tamina could put on something decent. Naomi can put on a good match. And Nikki's not terrible either.
Breeze off.
Bree's probably the worst out of all of
No,
them.
I would say Nikki's worse.
Than Brie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm more impressed with Nikki than I am
Both
Bree.
twins.
Maybe as a character, but as a wrestler? Then again, they're both nothing special.
Obviously.
I'll give Nikki this. At least she took her own stuff. Brie just takes her husband's stuff, and it's like, oh, it works. I do kicks, and
We're fascinated with the belts. I mean, I'm the fucking women's supporter here, obviously.
I just wish they would, instead of talk about a revolution,
Do it.
do it, and then let the
Just do it.
let the fans themselves call it a revolution, and just show us it.
I think it's the same the situation that they always come into when it's the Michael Cole stuff, where it's like he's telling you.
Yeah.
Well, don't tell us.
Like,
but then again,
let it- yeah, let
in
it-
NXT,
They're not
they
gonna
never
do it.
once said, "Oh, this is a revolution." They just went out there and had great
but
matches.
look who's in charge.
True.
Yeah, you got two
Vince
different
wants you to buy into what he wants you to buy in, where Trips is just.
Promise
Just
it's
let
two
it
different
evolve
people.
on its
Yeah,
own.
and they're trying to.
Trips
it's
like,
almost
okay,
they're
you
fighting each other.
guys, the fans make it the revolution. Vince is like, well, if the fans make it, then I didn't make it, and then because of that, it's not my creation.
It's like two
It's
different
Zack
tones.
Ryder all over again. And great. Okay, it's good in theory, but I mean, I think execution-wise, it's for me 50-50. I think the girls are doing the best they can with what they have, but the way that they're advertising it is bad.
To you, it's 50-50. To me, it's 25-75. Like, there is some, that at least the women are actually given time, they're given a chance, but I think they're given a chance to fail. It's almost like some people believe they're gonna, like, really go hard with this because this is their idea. I don't know. I think they're gonna go hard with it, and then when they realize that nobody cares anymore, they're just gonna give up and just stick to what they know, which is, okay, we're going to hire models.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
their focus right now is Eva Marie when it comes to down there in NXT. And Eva Marie, out of all the women, has the least amount of experience. She may be passionate.
But
This one right here, Adam is an actual fan of Eva Marie and thinks she's going to be the best thing to come out of the Divas division and be the
That's
greatest
what
thing
WWE
ever.
wants.
I was before this. I'm not kidding.
Like, don't get me wrong, she's better than she was before.
yeah, but not much.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying she's going to be like the crown fucking jewel, but I think you give her some time.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
Is she the best one down there right now? Hell no.
I'll put it like this: she's better, but she's still the worst girl in NXT.
Yeah, but she's better than Brie, I think.
No,
not gonna-
I think
she's better.
I give a lot of hate to Brie Bella, but I'd say Brie Bella's way
There's a second
ahead.
part to this question, right?
We're just...
No.
That's it for that. That's
it
it.
for
Question
that?
one.
Yeah.
No, isn't there a second part to this? Wasn't it like Divas and the call-ups?
Yeah, but the Divas were though.
Were.
Oh, so they
World
meant the
Cups.
Divas call-ups.
I mean,
We basically covered everything.
the only
Yeah.
other person would be Owens, but Owens got called up months ago.
I think they meant.
And he's not a diva. technically.
Well, no, because it said the NXT, the Divas Revolution, and NXT call-ups.
I think he.
We
Whatever.
basically put it together.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right.
Whatever.
Is that question one done?
Yeah, that one's done.
Yay! We're almost halfway there.
Not really.
Halfway there. No.
Thanks for the
Halfway
questions,
there.
guys.
Halfway
Alright.
there. Halfway there.
This one's an interesting one.
Oh.
So I'll say it and then I'll explain what this guy actually means.
Oh.
Oh.
With him being one of the older guys in
Oh,
CAW
yeah,
who
that's-
hasn't lost his mind, like Peter Gilmore, Christian Gary, etc., why is the role of the Doctor in COH only limited to commentary? He is a good guy away from CAW and has proven record to push younger
It's a
talent.
very confusing
He's essentially
question at first.
he's essentially
I know he wants the Doctor to have a bigger role because I brought him in as a commentator. That's all I want him to
I
do
think it's
from now.
because if you don't watch CCL, right?
No. To be honest with you,
Alright.
sorry, Eddie.
I watch everything, so in CCL, he's a commentator, he's a manager, and he's a wrestler.
And how's he doing all three?
Well, he's pretty much the same okay, his commentating is great in CCL. His commentating has gotten better in COH. His manager skills, he manages like a few people that don't talk, and he manages, I think, Ray and DCA.
yeah,
And he's great. He's great at being a manager because, if I'm not mistaken, he actually works for
He does.
wrestling.
He works. Well, no, he doesn't work for. He works for a radio.
A radio show, but
Radio
I
company. He's
think
got
he
his
was
own-
affiliated at one time with the wrestling show because he's talked about working with people. But either way, he's got a voice, so he knows how to do the sword thing. Obviously, the wrestling thing is not his control. It's a video game, kayfabe. So he's good.
He's good.
But I don't think his people would probably say, oh, give him anybody in COH to be a manager with, but I mean that's up to you obviously, and that's also up to him if he wants to do it. But it's again, I'm gonna bash here a little bit. It's the CCL fans making it. They want their stuff to be a part of your show, pretty much.
Yeah, they basically want.
If you're not doing what CCL is doing with the CCL guy, well then you're fucking up. So, but that's just
I think he's good at that
he's fine.
spot.
I think he's getting better.
Yeah, he's getting better.
Still
And
needs improvements.
he needs to understand some of the characters a little.
I think he's still on a learning process.
He
week
needs to,
by week he gets better.
Has he gone back and watched older stuff?
he has. He's told me that.
Because I think that was his biggest issue. Like he can call a story in the match fine, but I don't think he knows the characters enough to where he understands what they've done.
I
in the past.
remember one of
So
my.
I think he's getting better with that.
My biggest problem, I don't know if he's doing it now, but he had an issue where a moment was supposed to be called where, like, let's say, I don't know, Glorious chokeslammed somebody through a table. If he would chokeslam somebody through a table, you would think, oh my god, he just fucking chokeslammed somebody through my announce table.
And he'd probably like shake the headset or something. Yeah.
Well, that's just added effects, but when I first saw it, he wouldn't react to moments like that. Like he almost made the moment seem less valuable than what it should have been. I mean, he's gotten better.
He did good on Rockstone Return.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that. It was cool with the Rockstone.
I mean, I do think maybe you should have put him somebody with him. I know that you didn't have anybody.
Yeah.
But because Sonny was originally gonna be his partner, right?
It was thrown into the table.
Because I think that might have helped him to have somebody at first. So somebody else that can help explain more. But he's gotten better.
He's getting better, yeah.
I mean,
I didn't want to do it only because it's just too much on me.
Because I don't think this is the first time he's ever done a call show where it was just him. Because he's always been the third guy. So in CCL he was the third guy. In DWA he was the third guy. So
but he's never done one by himself.
He's never done it by himself. So this is different for him. But yeah,
it's growing
whatever. I think he's fine doing what he's doing. If you want to make him a manager, fine. If he wants to do it, fine. But I don't think he should be forced into it if he doesn't want to do it, or just because the CCL fans want him to do it.
It depends. If either he wants to do it or the story makes sense. I'm not going to do it just because the fans want it.
Yeah.
If you want to see him do that, go on CCL.
Yeah.
I only brought him in as a commentator because that's what I need him to be for now.
Yeah.
And what happens, in the future, you never know.
Yeah.
Alright, this one is specific for Adam.
No.
Why do you sound like Mickey Mouse with Down
God,
syndrome?
Tell me
People want to
why.
know.
Tell you why.
Tell me
How
why.
do you explain that? I could do Mickey Mouse with Down syndrome, but my video might get this video might get some hate.
No, it's gonna get hate anyway.
We haven't got to that stuff yet.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh my god.
That's
He
great.
wanted. I wasn't
That was
trying.
Well, try, damn it.
What does he want me to answer this with?
I don't know.
I know who
Your
said.
question.
Well, yeah, sure. Pikachu.
All right, next question.
That's my answer.
Alright. Would you guys like to be a sloth?
What? I'd rather be a rhino. Or a mongoose.
The same sloth from Ice Age?
I got to be John Leguizamo?
Wait, Sloth from the Goonies?
That's a good question.
He didn't specify.
He gets
You gotta be specific, man.
He gets
Come on.
this is either he's a really slow animal or Travis is getting Baby Ruth.
I can't answer the question. He's not specific.
Yeah, I mean, if I could be a John Leguizamo
Pass.
sloth, that'd
Pass.
be cool. I get to be in the Super Smash Brothers movie.
Davy Crockett, the man who don't know fear.
He went off to Congress and served a spell, fixing up a government laws as well. He took over Washington, so I hear the tale. It patched up a crack in the Liberty Bell.
Davy Crockett, sin is duty clear.
There you go.
That's correct. Okay.
Hello, everybody in the sea. He does it.
Alright.
Oh, we're back. Yay!
Top 5 penises of all time.
What the fuck?
We come back to that.
That's a great question to come
Let's
back.
go back to commercial.
Adam, I'll have you start.
Travis!
Well, mine's is number one.
Wait, is this of all time or in CAW or what? What?
Yeah,
all time, all time's gonna be
All
tough.
time.
All right, so you got to think. Okay, Galactus is a human, right?
Galactus.
Right.
I put my hands in here.
Well, people, you guys know what comics are, right? You're Galactus. I mean,
Yeah,
right? He's gotta have something.
Why are we getting into detail about this?
Yeah,
Because
seriously.
he's like fucking huge. So I mean, think of Batista,
I'm putting mine's Batista's
Gluteus,
That's all I got.
and
Gluteus.
fucking yeah.
Next question.
Great question, guys. All right. This one is from Ray Geddes.
Ooh.
What the hell is wrong with all of y'all?
All right. He's got a.
Y'all.
He's
Y'all.
got. He's
You
it,
all.
it specifically says y'all.
He's got.
You all.
He's got a. He's got a.
We're not crazy. We just lost our minds. Next question.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can agree with that.
All right. Where is this? All right. Here we go. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm trying to space.
Is this for all of us?
Yes, this is for all of us.
Okay.
Although I think Travis is going to have a lot to say on this one.
Oh shit.
Biggest disappointments in COH, and don't use jobbers.
Well,
Ooh.
who's a jobber?
Like I'd be like.
I think they're probably like Ace Walker or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Or
somebody
like,
not obvious.
or like all of Shark's people, you know?
Right. It's supposed to be.
I
someone
think there'd
who's
be like
supposed to
somebody
be something.
like example Nathan Roberts.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Steve, you go first.
All right.
I think Nathan Roberts is
Adam,
like-
your turn.
What? How do I got it? Travis, it's your turn.
Jesus, I have a long. I have a
You have
longest.
a long list?
Nathan Roberts and Amir.
That's your
For
answer.
you?
For it says for COH.
No, that's your. That's your answer.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't say why. We just, you just name people.
Yeah, you just naming
that's what
people.
we do. Just name people. That's it.
Two-
I'm not
Two
gonna
guys
get
who have all the potential in the world, but
Nathan Roberts, I think, yeah, is a pretty obvious one.
I guess we all just go randomly. Nathan
I
Roberts.
thought the Masters of Horror were cool at first. I don't know what happened.
They were cool. They lost steam. They probably ran its course when we went too long.
I mean,
Yeah.
when I worked with Kendrick, I thought he was good, but then
And
he fucking
Slasher's
disappeared.
biker gimmick sucks.
And I had Kendrick when I first
He
came
was
in.
he was so he promised he said I'm gonna get a webcam. Never got a webcam, and eventually he just got a pink slip.
And then I got stuck with Snyder, which helped. But, you know, I would have liked it if the whole fucking church was active.
Well, before the return, I would have said Rockstone.
Yeah, Rockstone.
Yeah, I would have said,
first
yeah,
one.
probably Rockstone.
Obviously Amir. Disappoint.
Do groups count?
Yeah, it's the same.
Do
Then I
what?
guess the OBN later,
yeah.
the end of it.
I want to say I still wouldn't put Obi in there. And
Really?
no, I want to no, because they ended when they needed to. They didn't drag on. I mean, we're talking disappointments. LVN's not a disappointment. Disappointment, Yamada.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, a disappointment. That would mean that there was potential in that
That's
group.
a good point. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh shit! I take that back.
You're giving Gilmore credit.
Not
for
only
something.
that, we said no Garnet Court.
Did we?
Did we?
Well, he said no jobbers.
No jobbers.
alright, yeah,
Garnet
yeah,
Court
yeah,
would fit on
okay.
that list.
Okay.
I think a big disappointment. All right.
Not the OBN group, but Von Hollywood.
Ah, yeah. Vaughn is great.
I
but-
think for a lot of fans, I think the later half after Zayn won the Rumble.
Yeah, Zayn.
Yes, Zayn.
I think Zayn. But I mean, that's obviously no here nor there to explain.
A debatable one. Some people still think rap metal's a.
I agree with
That's
that.
debatable.
I was actually talking to Levi last night about his tag team run.
Is he still monotone?
No, he was just talking about how he wants turn heel. He want to go heel.
Because turning heel's the answer to
That's
everything.
not the issue.
That's not the answer.
The issue is
Instead of-
Dubor.
Instead of coming out to Metallica, I want to come out to Megadeth.
Levi watched it. Yeah, hey Travis, I think the way for
I love you, Levi. I'm sorry.
I think the way for rap metal to get over is for me and my Boston Cream.
See, the funny thing is,
to
this
have
is
a
not.
segment on every episode of Battleground where I count down my top 10 favorite bands of the week, and I think people would like me now. Can I do it, Travis? Can I impersonate the Eradication, Travis?
Oh, that was a.
No, see, here's the thing. I don't know what your opinion is. I like Levi. He's a
I
good
like
guy.
Levi.
I like
I like
Brandon,
rap
but I have to like the characters.
They got blamed.
Yeah.
That's Marco's fault for that. They were gonna come in as the original YWF characters, but he told them don't do that. The very last minute.
Okay, and let's see
At
what's
least that's what
happened.
Levi told me.
And let's see what's happened so far. Where's one of those shows at the moment?
Oh.
Where's the other one?
Oh.
So,
Hey, they listen to him.
I still also
Should
can't.
listen to me.
just saying.
I can't buy
I get to be
Levi
controversial for once.
I can't buy Levi or Matt Barnes when he does his promos. When his call has a mohawk and is jacked and is like this machine.
And he's like,
And Matt,
Wow.
like, I know Levi's trying, but he sounds so phony tough. Like,
I think the thing is, he people tell him, "Oh, do shorter promos," when he obviously wants to do longer ones. But
To
maybe,
be fair, he
you
is
know
coming
what
from
I think. You know what I think maybe might be something good for him is change the character.
Yeah.
I think he should go more YWF towards it. I don't know why he didn't want to do that.
Well,
maybe he
you
just
just
wanted
said-
to. Maybe yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe he felt like he tried something different.
What other disappointments that I can think of at the time?
I also wish Brandon Ross did some more promos, did some
He's
did some
good.
work.
He's
He's
got a
good.
girlfriend though.
Oh, forget his girlfriend. Tell her to go be the valet.
Well, didn't Andrew just get done saying that I've got a girlfriend and I make time now?
Ryan's a disappointment.
no.
It's a disappointment. What was gonna come for
Back to
Carol?
disappointments. Christian Storm. We're going more old school. Copenhagen's
Definitely
2013.
Whatever the fuck happened with Kevin and his title run?
Kevin. What can I say?
He had 2 title defenses and only one of them was successful
Yeah.
against the great Amazing Punk.
Yeah.
And I think Amazing
So,
Punk
I
maybe
don't know what
running his
happened there.
course.
I think
Oh.
I also think for
What?
Kevin there, I think it was too tough for him.
No,
to
no,
just
no,
do
no.
now.
We gotta cut this interview. He just said that Amazing Punk's time is almost up.
God.
No, we're gonna stop.
Travis
right now.
just went heel here. What's
I wish
going on?
not to talk anymore.
I don't know, I think the whole Amazing Punk thing is kind of running its course.
I don't think anybody gives a fuck anymore.
You know me, I love the guy. I defended him when the Code of Honor guys went against him.
I mean, we defended him when he had a fight that that dumbass AJ Fucker guy. You know, he's the real AJ.
That's what led to their Battleground match.
If it were,
He's the leader of the Bullet Club. You
the
know,
Amazing Punk helped the Patriot get the title. He is the man.
He's the man. He was, he was
Only
with the
because
backbone of Team yesterday.
it's only because you're friends with him. Oh, there's another one. Carl.
Carl Jams.
That's I will
Oh,
agree.
yep,
James.
yep.
I loved Carl.
I think
to death, and
I think we could wrap this.
I
one
think we
up.
wrapped
Yeah,
this.
we
They
wrapped
get the idea.
Yeah.
People
Now,
that whatever.
it's funny you brought Carl Jams.
Oh.
Sonny sent in a question.
Sonny.
Ah,
Oh.
Sonny.
Pride
Oh.
champion.
Oh.
He's
Oh.
a great
Oh.
Pride champion.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, oh, are you ready? Oh.
All right. Why is Tommy Moonshine getting the Carl Jams push? And if you don't know,
I don't know what that means.
he's like
I guess that means the guy that does something.
he got
and the other guy who
paired with
doesn't.
someone. He's good, but he's not doing anything.
Didn't Tom Moonshine used to cut promos?
He was supposed to cut a promo for me a while back on Slam. He never sent it in.
I think. Okay, if I have to take a lucky guess, the only reason you put him with Ray is because he's a redneck.
That's exactly why.
Oh, there you go.
That's exactly why they did.
I don't think the comparison with him and Jams is fair because Jams at one point was actually relevant
was
and
actually
doing stuff.
relevant.
And him and
Me.
Patriot. Sorry.
Patriot.
You guys live together. It's confusing. And Jams, actually, the chemistry was there. It's like you just put Redneck with Tommy Moonshine because he's a
Yeah,
redneck.
one redneck.
You guys had a feud before you became a team.
One redneck who's really good, and one redneck who we know nothing about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who had what his biggest claim to fame is he had a lower card feud with Gluteus.
That's big. Yeah, that's
That literally went nowhere.
That went
Yeah.
nowhere.
In fact, Gluteus destroyed him.
To be honest, if I had to say anything, I think Moonshine's probably not a disappointment, but I think is just there.
He had a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, he's giving up. He still can come. He can still come back.
He still
Who knows
can.
where
Yeah.
he probably doesn't even.
Here's-
Know. If I'm not mistaken, I forget who it was, but somebody had I think it was Cash
Yeah.
had talked to him, and he didn't even know he was with Ray.
I know Ray said he messaged him some time ago about a theme song, and then never got back to him.
So he probably doesn't even know if he's even in the show anymore.
He gets tagged. He likes to pull.
But see, the funny thing is, though, is that when Gluteus went on commentary, dissed every single new guy, the only person that actually took that opportunity and to create something out of it was Tommy Moonshine. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on. Tommy, what's going on?
Tommy, he's getting drunk on moonshine.
Yeah.
I'm making jokes.
All right. So since you cats, sounds like something I would say, are the most
Yeah, it
popular talent in COH, have you guys ever fucked the same ring rat?
First of all, ring rat's a banned term.
Sarah Lee's pretty attractive. She's a ring rat, right?
Who?
Amanda said that. Nobody here watches stuff enough. Got them.
I understand it.
I don't.
We fucked any ring rats?
I'm not gonna watch a show that I'm just gonna basically not get anything from it. Like the last Tough Enough.
I need background noise.
You need background noise?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we have to... Wait, we still answering this question?
I already answered.
Okay.
Oh.
I didn't do that, but okay.
Alright.
Adam, this one's for you.
Great. Here we go.
This is from Jay.
Of course it is.
What is it like being the brother of Danny Jackpot?
Oh. Okay. That's because of the...
Funny thing, I know who it
So,
is.
I guess we're splitting this up. I'm not Phoenix at the moment for this one. Have I even been Phoenix since we started?
I don't know what the hell.
Am I the brother? Danny, how does it feel being the brother of Danny Jackpot? I'm not the brother of Danny Jackpot. The reason I chose the Jackpot name is because Danny Jackpot's like one of the first CAWs I ever watched and I really enjoyed. So I was like, I'm gonna take the last name as like a tribute to Danny Jackpot, who I still watch and still in places. Sabo.
It's playing with toys.
17 ain't forever. Ooh, rip.
Oh, look at that! Oh. But yeah, so how does it feel being the brother of Danny Jackpot? I'm not his brother, but we're distant relatives. We meet up every Thanksgiving. We have a picnic.
You have a picnic
Yes.
now.
There's slot machines and everything.
Wow, that'd be something I'd like
It's the
to see.
Jackpot. Dum-dum.
Alright. This one is from Ray Geddes, and this is directed towards Travis.
Oh, bring it on.
Question for that
Okay.
stupid son bitch,
Oh.
Mr. Sparks.
Whoa!
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 It's a character. that's your boss.
That hurt me.
Do you see this boot? And he even sent a picture of his boots.
He sent me a picture of his boot.
Is that his actual boot? Oh God!
It's... Hey, Ray goes
What
all the
about
way.
it though?
Alright, now, read this. Well, you're gonna see it up your ass if you ever come past the stage and come face to face with old Raging Redneck.
Read again.
I think what he's trying to get at is when you go to step up to the old Raging Redneck.
I'm not a wrestler. Okay, you're threatening an official. Is that you think you're cool? You think that makes you tough? You think you're better than me? I run this shit, motherfucker. You're there, I'm up here. I wear the suit, you wear the dirty boots. I'm powerful than you. I am better than you.
This doesn't reflect either of us.
Yeah.
Or him.
I'm on the other show.
So am I.
Okay, you run over
I'm
the
on
world
Slam.
champion.
You have fun with that.
Yes.
Hey, if you guys
We're gonna go have fun with whoever our GM is.
You run over the world champion, you
Doc.
dress in a gorilla suit to hide yourself. You think you're cool? You think that makes you funny? You're pathetic.
You funny like a clown? Funny? You think I'm funny? Funny like a clown? Huh?
I am better than you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
I had you arrested. What are you gonna do about it?
Shots fired.
You ain't gonna do nothing,
Oh.
cause you're a bitch.
Alright.
Alright,
See you on COH.
this one is for Steve.
Alright, now we have
Why are you such a stupid Jersey boy? And then there's that word I don't like.
I'm such a stupid Jersey boy and cunts.
Oh, yeah, that.
Because when I was born, when I came out of the womb, my head smacked onto the floor.
Ooh.
That's why.
Next question.
Next question.
Oh dear God.
Is this for Steve?
This is for all of us.
This is for all of us.
This is from Jay.
Oh, great.
Hey guys, which one of you lads has the bigger taco stuffer? Clearly, you guys all bathed after you hung out, so who has the bigger dick? And
Alright.
his guess is Travis because he's black.
Alright, everybody stand up, put pants down, let's compare. I'll go first.
We'll get kicked off of YouTube so
yeah.
quick.
And he was gonna guess Steve. He was gonna go with Steve, but that pollution in Jersey might have fucked up his DNA.
I love Jay.
Why is he not here? Damn, fuck
Yeah.
you,
Damn
car
it,
troubles.
Jay.
Damn car troubles.
No. He's in Massachusetts, so it's cat troubles.
Whatever. Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
It's in Massachusetts, so.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, God.
Thoughts on? No, it's not a bad one. Thoughts on all the new COH guys?
Oh, the new?
So I guess everybody that's made their debut after Glory.
Pretty much, yeah.
And does that include CCL guys?
Well,
Well, I mean, you can't really include D, but I guess Ray.
But Ray's not a new guy. He's been around the block.
Maybe because he's new to COH.
New to COH is what they're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I wouldn't count him.
It'd be like the who are they are the guys that are there Adam Cole guy and
Adam Cole guy.
and the
Oh yeah, my former fucking tag team.
Mike Ross. That's his name.
I would say so far it's an improvement.
David.
It's an improvement over the new guys from last year. And the last when Slam first started.
Yeah, half of those people weren't even real though.
Yeah.
They were all fucking sharks.
And also remember, like
he had 13 people.
Dude, you're calling him short. You're about
but also keep in mind the new people from last year, like Nitro and Stefan and Fist, and other guys who are like on their way to the top.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Moonshine.
So I guess the only new guy that stood out so far, Gets.
Well, no, I enjoyed the debut of Muhammad.
Masahid.
Yeah, he's interesting.
Yeah.
He's
I made this clear on Ask. He's got a cool look. I'm kind of confused with his gimmick. Is he like a religious MMA fighter or some shit?
I'm not too sure. He's
cut another promo. Cause I don't know. You got a look. You got something. You're not. He's not bad. Like he can talk well. And I think personally, I think the biggest besides Ray is Wolf.
Yeah,
Wolf.
Right?
I know he's not technically.
He's not new, but
he's broken out.
Breakout star.
I think
level.
He's really broken out. Oh yeah, he's gonna become.
He needs to be like what I believe Sami Zayn is gonna be.
Yeah.
He's just a guy that
The
even
fans
though
will love.
even though he can't cut an amazing promo, he's just very likable.
He's gotten better though in the promos, like slowly but surely.
You could tell that he's just. He's very likable.
Yeah.
The biggest issue with everybody that's new is that they've cut like one introduction promo and I've never heard from them since. Has Austin Yuhas ever cut a promo?
No, I think he's had a webcam.
Has
Gustavo
on the next Battleground he will.
Really?
Audio.
All right.
Probably guys are ready to see it by the time
Santos.
this goes out.
What is this? This is fucking Zandig's like 8th gimmick. Mike Ross is I don't like him. Payne,
he's got a promo in the next Slam.
Was that the Fist?
That's the Fist guy who looks like fucking like Steve Slasher put on a mask. He just comes out all biking shit. Who else am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Cool Nerd's return I think is horrible.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy about it. He wanted to come back, but I'm gonna put him in a program next Battleground. You guys already know what it is by the time this goes up. Johnny Thunder's gonna be more involved on the shows now.
Yay! I don't know.
What do you guys think of the Cycle Dragons?
I like them. Everybody's giving them shit. I think they look cool.
I like their look. They stand out.
And they actually cut promos.
Yeah, one guy. Yeah,
one guy cuts a promo. So
they're both
we need new tag teams, and I think they have a cool look. I think they look different than everybody else in the company. I don't know. They look like beefed up, like face painted Road Warriors.
Because usually when people say, "Oh, your cars look bland," every time I see their definition of what a car guy should look like, it's a guy with all these tattoos, face paint, crazy attires, and that's their definition of what a normal car should look like. And I said, well, if I had a roster full of those guys, it'd be confusing.
Yeah.
They won't stand out.
I think Noveno's return has been pretty okay.
Noveno, I think he's been doing pretty decent.
You guys needed a luchador, so.
Yeah, we need him. And we got another one coming in.
Guapo.
El Guapo.
Guapo show.
Yeah. He's part of the Black Cat Felines channel.
Black Cat Felines?
If you guys remember Kristen.
Yeah.
She should be on the show. I think she'd be interesting in interview. I think that's everyone.
I think that's everybody that stands out. I mean, besides that, it's just people that have actually been, like, doing things now. Like, you're giving Dude Pride time.
Dude Pride's getting a lot of time.
I think Jay's been phenomenal so far with his stuff with Fist.
Jay, yeah, they're doing good.
I don't know. I'm not as big as a hater of the Eradication as everybody else is.
Is there a question about that? Because then we could get into
there's a question on thoughts on the current COH storylines, which is what you guys are really talking about.
So we can cover that question.
So we'll cover
Part
that
of
as
the
well.
problem is that the Eradication storyline hasn't had the big angle that
None of it. Yeah, that's
accuracy
the big
is known
thing, you
for.
know.
Once the big angle kicks in, I think it could really pick up.
I think that's what people are having an issue.
The other problem is that you've got Gluteus, who had been sitting there for a long time not doing anything, and he's just getting back into being in a program. And Daniel Mars is
I
still.
think he's great as a heel right now.
Holy
crap.
He's on the cusp of repairing what he damaged.
This is so much.
You
This
wanna
is
talk about a
so.
gimmick change.
This is so much better than the fucking horrible like fake British male model.
Oh, that was so bad.
This is good. I mean the flash.
Talk about a
was
gimmick
funny,
change.
Mhm.
but he's got it going on. I think the biggest confusing situation for me at least, because I gotta be character now because I'm involved in it. Why the fuck am I with rap metal?
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I with rap metal?
Well, because rap metal they face.
I'm their friend
eradication.
all of a sudden.
Well, no, you guys are just fighting the
You're
eradication.
the enemy of my enemy is
It's my friend,
I
basically.
guess, except for all the stuff if I wanted to do.
Hey, Levi, you want to do something? Makes that more than we're just fighting for the tag belts. That I think people care
Oh
about.
yes, it's true. I've got a bigger dick than you.
Jesus. I just think, people have to wait, obviously. It's because of the brand split. It's the same shit that happened when WWE did their brand split. You'd have to wait a few weeks before shit started getting going on one show because the other show had their pay-per-view coming out.
Yeah, remember everyone was saying Slam has a far better roster.
Well,
I don't agree.
I don't agree with that at all.
I think it's still equal.
I think both sides have their issues.
No side is perfect.
It's not perfect. One has a little bit more than the other, but it's not like.
I think
Really?
Slam's got a better main event at the moment than Battleground, but I think Battleground's got a much better mid-card.
Mm-hmm. Battleground has a mid card.
And as for the tag division, I think they're both like even.
Yeah, I'd say it's fair.
I think people just need to wait.
We have an opening for tag teams. What you just did.
Yeah, I think people just need to. I mean, it's a slow build. I think people are just very confused because there hasn't been much interaction at all, like promo-wise. Because, when the fucking last time Rap Metal did a promo? I think I just did a promo.
You just did a promo.
I just did a promo.
Mhm.
Mars did a promo.
Levi has a promo for next Battleground.
I just don't think like the people who are doing the promos or anything. I don't think they're connecting it well enough.
Something to work on.
But I mean, it's a build. You just have to. You gotta wait. Obviously, there's good payoff.
All right.
But we gotta do storylines still, right? Or is that
Are we
it?
still in storylines?
Are we still doing that?
There's other storylines. I mean,
There's other questions about storylines?
no, it's just in this one question. It's just storylines in general.
So are we anything else? Anybody want to talk about?
I guess currently me and Geddes are good.
Yeah, I like that.
You want to talk about your friend and Geddes?
I like Geddes. He's a good guy. It was never him that I had an issue with. So I really have nothing to say as far as Geddes himself.
No, I mean your friend and Geddes' feud. Patriots and Geddes' feud.
Right. The only thing I really...
People have...
You were talking earlier, just wait and see and let the story unfold.
No, I think my biggest issue with it is how people have made the sides turn.
Yeah, and it's not like Daniel Bryan where he was getting unfairly treated.
Yeah.
Gray is getting treated tremendously, but they always keep treating it like as if he isn't being treated fairly.
Which is weird. Geddes came in obviously as a heel, got turned into a babyface.
Yeah, and to be quite honest, I thought I was more interested in him being a heel anyways.
Yeah, I think he does much better.
Ray is a heel gimmick.
Here's the thing: but people don't know, well, at least COH fans probably, or the people only from CCL. When he first joined CCL, he was a heel. But
Yeah, he did.
again,
Ray said that when I interviewed him.
yeah.
He was originally a heel. The people turned him face.
because they loved it. It's the same. It's Austin. He is pretty much the Austin of CAW at the moment.
Very good.
Where you can't turn a guy like that and have the fans automatically change.
Mm-hmm. He just has that
That's what
fan
happened
base where
with
they
Austin,
will
right?
love
He
him
has a very
no matter
loyal
what.
fan base.
He's
I mean-
good.
I understand why he has a fan base.
He's also like he talks to like everyone.
it takes
you know?
it to a whole
He's a big
extreme
people.
level when, like I said in the
He's a
comments,
chill guy.
when this guy,
Anybody could talk.
he's a good guy, but it's an extreme fan base when the guy has stomped on the American flag and burned it, but yet the opponent that he's facing, Patriot, is the one that went over the line using the term retard.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know something's wrong.
You know what I also think it might also be, because now that I brought up that he likes to talk to his fans a lot, I think people might look past the CAW and just look at the guy.
Yeah, I think that too.
They look at Ray and are like, yeah, Ray's awesome, but instead of like keeping it, kayfabe and looking at the character solely as a character.
Like, I think a lot of people don't even know. Like, I didn't even know until these last couple months. Ray helps out so many of these younger guys in call. They just turn to him who don't know anything.
They don't know promos and stuff.
And he helps them out. I mean, he's now sending some of them over to my developmental system so they can get help, and he's helping them with their promos and everything.
Join PCW.
Join it, PCW.
I guess.
That's what you like. It's a plug for myself, but
Bram Barrett's a phenomenal.
Before you go off into another show and try and bomb, go since I have a developmental system, go there, try it out,
see what you prove,
see what else you can do.
Yeah, do it.
And even if it doesn't work in my show, you take it somewhere else.
There are plenty of places you can go.
Exactly.
I don't know how many of them will accept, but
yeah.
And now it just comes to a question like, who hates Ray?
Yeah.
Like, you have no reason to hate the guy.
I don't think anybody hates Ray.
As a person,
people
or
could
as a
hate.
character?
People
As
could
a
hate
person.
his. People
No, there's
could
no
hate.
reason.
People could hate his fan base, or some people can hate his character because it's a ripoff.
Well,
but I don't think you can hate this guy. He's
The guy,
too nice of
the
a
one
guy.
thing I'll give him is that despite my criticism of
Yeah.
the fan base, he's always been very patient with me, so that's always good.
But all right, we're
Yeah,
we're.
I think everyone got the point.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think every other storyline right now is going fine.
Yeah, I think it's doing fine.
I don't think that there's anything wrong.
Okay.
It's also what's Saturday, right?
Yeah, today's Saturday.
Going into the city. You get traffic in the
Go
town
on.
going into the city. What the fuck?
All right.
You still gotta eat and shit.
We do gotta eat.
I bet there'll be a place over by the fucking.
Oh,
Or you could just spend $20 on a slice of pizza and soda at Barclays.
So I'll spend.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, there's gotta be some.
We're recording.
Yeah,
Alright, let's continue.
bloopers.
Yes.
All right.
It's all an illusion.
We're going to the. We're going to. The good ending.
All right.
We're not worthy. We're going to the Battleground show, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Battleground. Thoughts on Garnet Court leaving Call in February?
I don't give a fuck! Stop bringing his story ass up!
Do people even
It's
care
just
anymore?
he's just trying to hang on to every little relevancy.
No, I made this clear.
Why are we still talking? Shut the fuck up. Next question.
All right.
He's jealous of Rockstone coming back.
No, shush.
All right. Now this is an interesting one. This isn't Call Wrestling. This is wrestling. It's sent by Sonny. And I know this is going to be a mixed opinion from all of us.
Fucking finally, shit that's not called.
Why do people want to see Sting versus Bray Wyatt? I feel it would be pointless. Have no
What
reason to
people?
feud.
Who are these people?
I was okay with it in theory.
There are people. It's
not the match I want.
It's 50-50. Some people don't want to see it at all. Some people.
What does it do for either guy?
I think people want to see it because
They're the same. Because of similar
dark character. That's
all right.
essentially-
If that's the case, I want to see Sting and Vampiro. Oh, we saw that already. I want to see Sting and Raven.
Or Sting and Prince Devitt.
Now, I mean,
Fuck him.
Wow.
I quit.
Actually, I wasn't saying it to Devitt. I was saying it to you.
But Sonny says he'd rather see
Man with the Finn Balor.
Sting face guys like Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose.
But again,
What? I don't get that.
Here's the thing: if Sting's gonna have a match, the only thing he should do is either team with Taker to fight people, because there's people that are saying there's a theory of him and Taker fighting Kane and Brock.
Actually,
Or
Not Kane and Brock. I think it would be
or-
Kane and the Undertaker
Kane and the
against
Undertaker.
Brock.
I
and
actually wouldn't
Sting.
mind that.
that'd be a nice like.
I'd
Survivor
rather see that than
Series
see
thing.
Sting in any singles match.
Yeah.
I don't care to see
Taker?
the guy single.
Like
Taker.
No, I don't care to
Not
see
even
that.
Taker.
I want to
Taker?
see I want to see
even
Sting
Taker?
and Taker.
Sting and Taker.
No, I don't care to see Sting at all.
15 years ago, Maybe.
So you're not even okay with the tag match. You're okay with the tag match.
Yeah.
I just don't care about Sting in general.
I love Sting, so.
Well, yeah, no shit. You and Khan.
Yeah, I think if you get to do the tag team match, there's your Survivor Series main event. And,
I'd be okay if that was at Mania too.
Well, I don't think they're going to put Brock in a tag team match at WrestleMania, though.
I
He's
know,
the
but I
biggest
mean,
draw in the
if
company.
they wanted to.
Ah.
But Sting against any of the younger guys, that does... Okay, that either Sting beats a young guy, which makes no sense, or Sting loses again.
I think if you're going to do Sting versus a young guy, there are only two young guys he can face. And that being Bray Wyatt or Seth Rollins. Because Seth Rollins, there's at least a story there. Sting has cost Seth Rollins
That's true.
on multiple occasions.
But then again, Sting
and the thing is,
loses
Seth
again.
Rollins... Or
Sting beats Seth,
Rollins
that
now... I mean, how do you win? At least Rollins has had this long string of
But then he
wins.
just lost to Sting.
Yeah, and the thing is, Bray Wyatt's a type of character where it's weird with Bray. Bray, like,
If Bray loses again, Jesus, man.
it doesn't do
his
anything.
character's
Bray,
fucked at the moment.
Bray
Anyway.
Wyatt in any feud he does, it doesn't even matter if it's a high-profile feud or a mid-card feud. If he wins, it does nothing. If he loses, it does nothing.
Actually, if he loses, it hurts him.
I don't think, like...
Yeah, his feud with Cena hurt him a lot.
Like,
Every feud.
His feud with Bryan should have went on to Mania.
I think this, like right now, he's feuding with Roman Reigns. If he beats Roman Reigns, it means
Cool.
it doesn't...
He already has beaten Roman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't elevate him to a bigger star. And if he would have
Well, I don't
lost...
think that tag match does anything for anyone. But
I know, but and if
that's
he...
just four guys that
I'm
have
talking
a
about
lot
the match at
potential.
Battleground. The match at
Oh,
Battleground.
the Battleground
If
one.
he would have lost that match, I don't think he would have gone up or down. I think he would have just stayed...
I think people were just shocked
Where
that
he's
he
at.
actually fucking won.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I think Bray Wyatt's the kind of guy, and maybe it's because he is a dark character, he could do nothing for all this period of time, and all of a sudden, he's doing
I would
something.
have had him on Money in the Bank, but that would have been a while ago.
Stop.
So, yeah, Sting and Bray, no. Sting and Taker, I guess it's cool. I mean,
I don't really
I'd be
care.
okay with it. Sting.
I want to see the tag
The
team
tag match has a lot of cool dynamic in it.
I don't care to see Sting in anything, to be honest.
So he's okay with the tag match. I'm okay with both to an extent, and he's not okay with shit. And, well, he...
I didn't say I was okay. I
if
just
Sting,
don't care.
If Sting fought a paper bag, he'd like it, so...
No, not true. I wouldn't want to see Sting versus Ryback. Ryback might kill him.
I said paper bag.
Paper bag's probably safer than Ryback.
You'd still watch it. Anyway, guys.
Maybe. I didn't watch Joker's thing.
Nobody watched Joker Sting's TNA. Nobody watches TNA.
Let's see. Oh god. Alright, this one's for Steve.
Okay.
Yay.
Why does Steve think having 2 titles in COH benefits the ratings? I don't remember Steve having 2 titles, but
Benefits
no.
the what?
Benefits what?
Benefits the what?
the ratings.
Oh, the rating.
And the rating.
When did,
Travis,
so
how those ratings coming in?
we got a 3.3
Yeah.
on the last slam, and
Yes.
we got a... Sadly, we got a...
3.3 domestic views. Viewership kind of went down a bit during who's promo? Someone's promo.
A guy's...
Overall, Lucha Battleground.
Lucha
Alright,
Battleground.
well, that was up.
El Noveno doesn't draw a dime.
4.0. Wore masks 38 days in a year, never drew a damn dime.
Yeah. Alright,
was
oh,
easy.
wow, this is a mean one. Alright, Steve has always come across as a selfish, jealous jerk.
Motherfucker.
Hating on Ray, Geddes, and Nate.
What?
He just said that he liked Ray.
AKA 2 guys who brought a fan base to COH. If he feels insecure,
Hold on a second.
get
Wait,
better and
wait.
bring the ratings.
Cool, okay, yo, wait. I have...
What?
Wait, was that, do you know who sent that?
No, it's anonymous.
Anonymous, of
Alright,
course.
2 things. 1, yes, Ray did bring people to COH.
So Nate.
Did he?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, because it's
He brought him.
he brought me. He brought in the CWS
But
fan
I'm
base.
talking about
There's
fan.
an actual CWS fan base, believe it or not.
Really? Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. I will back. Nate, I got your back, man.
Okay, cool. So, hey, listen, I didn't know.
Now you know.
Alright, I thought same people watch both shows.
Now you know.
Alright. Didn't he just say, like, I don't know, maybe less than, like, three minutes ago, how much you love Ray Geddes as a guy?
Oh, as a person, yeah, he's a great guy.
But he's a selfish, jealous jerk, you know?
Is this the character of Ray and Nate, or the
In fact,
people Ray and
I
Nate?
think it was my idea that if Patriot was to go over on Ray, do it in a way so that Ray doesn't look weak.
Yeah, that was your.
It was
If I'm not
not-
mistaken, this has to be, what, the 3rd time, maybe, that you've been on here, right? Because you did one with you and Alex, and then you were there for the Ultimate Glory.
Right.
Here.
This is my third time.
Talk nothing bad about Ray at all, but people still think you hate him.
You know what, Ray? You're a great guy, but according to your fan base, I hate you.
I think what the true thing is that the fans can't admit that you hate them.
I don't hate them. I don't hate anybody.
Or the anonymous. They just want to turn.
Yeah.
They want to twist your words around.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see.
I don't know. I don't know
Nate
about.
bash you for something.
I've only seen you in the Getter shit. I don't know what the deal is with you and Nate.
I've talked with Nate on in private on numerous occasions whenever there was a problem to work things out. I don't know what Nate thinks of me, but I've always tried to be upfront and say, listen, you got a problem, let's talk it out. And we've talked it out twice. I have no problems with Nate. He's a good guy.
Really are.
I don't even know what this person's talking about.
Bucket. Handicap match.
What?
The Eradication versus Nate and Ray.
That'd be
Bucket.
That'd be a bad
Book
idea.
them down.
Yeah.
Internet exclusive.
This also ties in
They're CAW exclusive.
Call kind of. Why is Ray Geddes having a fan base such an issue in COH?
There you go.
Okay.
That's
not
that's
having
you.
That's you.
That's not the bad thing, him having a fan base. It's when the fan base decides to cloud their judgment of their favoritism on Ray over what the whole overall product is. I've said before, I hope I'm wrong, but if you just decided one day Ray's got to go, or if Ray just said, you know what, I'm out of here, I think his fan base would go too. I think their sole purpose is to care for Ray. And that's it. That's all they care about. So, that's just an assumption. I could be wrong. The fan base isn't what's wrong. Having more fans is great, but when they're biased, and it's clear that they're biased, I've even pointed out the definition, that's when it's a problem. What the fuck is that?
Harley Quinn.
Man, you are obsessed.
No, I'm not.
You're obsessed over Harley Quinn as I am over Joker.
Well then.
Oh, well, I think you two are meant to be together.
All right, just
Will you marry me?
just pull a Bruce, pull a Caitlyn Jenner, and we'll consider.
Oh.
Get a wig.
Yes.
I can't do face paint though.
Well,
Then no, this ain't gonna
Jay
work.
can help you
No,
with that.
he can't do face paint. It ain't gonna work.
I'm allergic. Anyway,
I don't know. I think the fans will stay.
we were talking about something.
You may be right. I could be completely wrong, but just based on what I see, it seems like they'll say this is good. And to their credit, to Ray's fans' credit, they have credited him accuracy. So I will give them a benefit
They
of the doubt.
credit people.
They actually credit me.
I've been
I'm
credited.
proud of that.
I'm not going to take that away from them. I thank them despite what I've said about them.
I mean, I've been credited. I bet you've obviously been credited. I just think, yeah, they'll give credit, but if you give any negative credit to Ray, is when shit is.
It's when shit is.
That's
they're nice
That's
to
the
people.
problem that I have. If you have any criticism, and I can point a couple out right now. One, Ray is a clear Stone Cold Steve Austin ripoff. It's clear as day, just like Nate's a Scott Hall ripoff. But to Nate's credit, I prefer him as Nate the Great over Bully Nate.
I agree.
Because at least I know Nate loves Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, so he's going to give more than 110% on that.
Yeah.
Ray, I don't know if Stone Cold's his favorite, but you can clearly tell he's one of his favorites, and he's going to put 110%. Suffice to say, that is a fair criticism, just like it's a fair criticism to say I'm a Joker ripoff. But the second one is, you can argue that sometimes his promos can get repetitive in tone. It's like, I can predict how long his promo is going to be. It's going to be 2.5 minutes of him in the same exact tone, insulting the guy, talking about his balls being deflated, and I don't think so. Okay? Despite my... Yeah. Some bitch.
You son of a bitch.
You some bitch. But suffice to say, he is a good promo cutter.
Yeah.
But just because I said something critical about him does not mean that the whole entire fan base should be like, no, that's wrong. That's where I draw... Put it this way, if I had fans that were like that, I'd be embarrassed. Because that would mean that I don't have fans, I have sheep. I don't want to have sheep, I want fans. Completely different.
There you go.
Wow.
we have-
I also do feel, just on a side note, if Ray came into COH and said he feud with Scott, I have a feeling a lot of the Ray Geddes fans wouldn't have much of a problem with the Patriots. I think, because I've seen some have put Patriot over and they like him. Some are just hate everything the Patriot does. But I think if Patriot never feuded with Ray, I don't think they would have been as critical, shall we say.
Well, it had to happen because Ray was cutting promos.
Yeah, it had to happen.
What's interesting is that everywhere else that he is, like CCL and DCA, mainly because he's feuding with people who don't cut promos, so they don't really have a voice. Nobody gives a fuck. But because people voice their opinions, because, you know, everybody here in COH has to cut promos, it's a major difference.
It's a different environment.
Because when he's over there, they're just booing the character because they hate the character. But here, the fans hate, like, the person.
Yeah.
They hate you. They love your characters. They hate you.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to get at, though. It's like,
But that's even weirder. Why would they love my character but then hate me? And
Mm-hmm.
I guess because in character you're a character, but when you're doing stuff on Ask and shit, you're as you.
I guess.
That's the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Because everywhere else, this doesn't happen. It's only here where the fan base for Ray makes people go fucking apeshit. Everywhere else, it's there. You never hear shit. Nobody gives a fuck because nobody's going to promo. Nobody's vocal.
All right. How was it working with Justin Bateman for a guy who wants to put over, which was in quotes, people? He sure has an issue with losing.
Who's that directed towards him?
I don't like.
I haven't fought him. You two have.
I think
This
that's
is more towards me and Steve.
Do you two?
What do you mean? Look,
I'm confused by that.
I think I have a feeling this one's for me because I just faced him and beat him, which was through a lot of controversy.
Yeah, I get to call my phone for this one.
But apparently he has a problem with I don't think Bateman has a problem with losing. I think
Bateman doesn't have a problem with losing.
Bateman was the one that wanted me to beat him for the title.
Bateman wanted Stefan to beat him.
Yeah,
Bateman
he
wanted
took a
Nathan
gamble on
Roberts
Stefan
to beat him.
Bateman wanted Nathan Roberts to beat him.
So I don't know who's watching COH and thinks you obviously aren't watching.
I mean, I'm not.
And also, like, Bateman was never vocal, so, like, on, like, the Facebook pages, so you can't even say, oh, because I saw a post or some shit. The fuck are you watching?
I'll put it like this. Justin Bateman is the first ever COH champion. Everyone knows that. He obviously has his way. If he had a problem with losing, he would have told Travis, and because he's Bateman, he probably wouldn't lose as much. But Bateman is okay with putting people over because it's the right thing to do.
Sense.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind, I think people always misinterpret. Putting somebody over doesn't necessarily mean you lose the guy.
Yeah.
Putting them over means that after you've had this long program with them, the person, like let's say Bateman, for example, established, and he goes up against a Stefan Guerrero. Does Stefan Guerrero look more like a star after that feud? If he does, then that means Bateman put him over. And Bateman could go through that whole feud winning every single match.
Mm-hmm.
But if he made Stefan look like a bigger star or a bigger character within the confines of the show, then technically he put him over. If Stefan looks worse, then that would mean, yes, he didn't put him over. In fact, it could be considered a burial.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I mean, because looking at... what's the best way to... my match with fucking Zane LaFontaine. I could have beaten him, but still putting him over. But, obviously, storyline purposes, I thought it was better for him to beat me.
Alright. This is an interesting one. I used to be one of the people who didn't like Nate because I thought he was all in it for himself. But looking at COH, CWS, and FTC, I see him putting people over and not holding back people's pushes. Unlike Steve.
I'm like, wait, Nate's not here. I don't know where this is going. Unlike Steve.
Unlike Steve.
No, I get it. Okay.
Because that guy's not like he never ran a coffin before. He never helped other people. He never put over Paul at YTCW. He never put over Stu.
No, I never put over Stu. I never put over Alex. And currently, you want to know what's the funny thing? Technically, I'm in a program teaming and against with Gluteus, Daniel Mars, Kenyon Phoenix, Matt Barnes, and Brandon Ross. All 5 of those guys are newer. Well, Gluteus is not newer, but he's a revamped talent. That's 5 guys that I'm working with who are not established.
And let's bring up SWA.
SWA. In
the
fact,
original, what was it? The group was you were getting
That's
me,
right.
Nitro, and Cash.
Yes.
Spotlight. Cash was even bigger. Yeah.
yeah, it was supposed to be an Evolution type group.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be, I guess, the Triple H or Ric Flair of that group. And my whole goal was, the whole storyline was that I'm a guy who's established, and I feel that these three are the only people from when I leave are going to be able to carry the torch. And the whole thing was I was going to make Nitro the world champion by my WrestleMania. I was going to make this guy the mid-card champion, and I was going to probably put another title on Cash. I think I had 2 mid-card titles. So I was going to put another mid-card title on him. And eventually it was going to lead to me and who you know is Kevin Cross, because he was my champion. There you go. That guy right there.
You made Kevin look like $1 million.
I made Kevin a world champion.
Nitro was a heel, my fellas.
So I'm very selfish.
He lost his ownership and process doing that. Made him a world champion.
Yes. I was on a channel with YTCW, and David had kicked me off because I put over the new guy over the old guy.
His old guy.
His old guy.
That's not even mentioning team ratings. Well, LWA.
Making Johnny Thunder.
You people confuse me.
Yeah.
You really do.
This is a fun community.
You got some weird, fucked up,
Yeah.
like mental issues, don't you, people?
Alright.
Fuck, you know, like, retard or something.
Oh, jeez. Alright. Cash would like to
Cash.
tell you Satan.
Oh, thank you, Cash. Satan, back to you.
Yes, I thought.
Andrew would like to know,
Oh.
do basketballs hold grudges?
No,
you know
but-
what I was gonna say.
I know what you're gonna say.
I can't say it.
Why not?
No, it's too fucked.
Oh, say it. Who cares?
I will tell you after the
Oh.
camera's
Well,
off.
when we.
Well, speaking of basketballs,
Oh no.
I was asked about if I liked basketball by some guy. He's got no.
Just out of the blue, do you like basketball?
These weird fucking Ray Geddes people that just start messaging me out of nowhere because I don't fucking know why. Because I want to join or some shit. And then he's like, "Hi, what you doing?" "I'm watching TV. Why are you bothering me? You like basketball?" Go away.
I'm lucky I don't get that.
It's 2 in the morning.
I don't get that because I'm probably selfish.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I was you. And then I was gonna say something, and then I found out that the kid had a mental disability, and I was like, "Oh well, at least I didn't say it
Yeah.
on camera."
No.
Yeah.
How big is Batista's dick?
What did we answer? This one
Not
already?
as big as gluteus.
No, yeah.
We answered that already.
No, that wasn't answered.
No, earlier with the penis thing. Batista's was.
Oh, yeah, true. These one, I guess they're for me. One is just me. The rest, I guess you guys could say something if you want.
Awfully long.
Amir to AWF. No, that's not gonna happen.
Amir in AWF?
Like, someone was asking if Amir would come to AWF.
If he did
I don't
stuff
see
like
it being interesting.
I don't see him being interested, but I mean, if he put in work,
I'll say this without going into too much detail. Maybe last year I did have actual talks with Amir about coming in, but let's keep it simple. We had different directions in which we wanted to go in. Without going into major detail, Amir has his opinion of where he is at in CAW, and if he's not put at that level, he's not interested.
Just like DDP when he went to the WWE.
But so it didn't work out. Just
DDP's actually at that level.
yeah. And then
I didn't say that.
Yes. This
Yeah,
guy.
point fingers, fucker.
Well, you did say it.
Right.
sure.
Well, am I wrong?
We're not saying you're wrong.
All right, end the conversation.
all right.
You're just trying to stir drama now.
No, I'm not.
You're like them.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
All right, so now
I bet you answered
in
this
2
question.
months' time from now, he's going to post it on his Facebook and make fun of you.
And then also plug his Twitter.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no.
Don't forget to follow, guys. All right.
Yes, follow this. Yeah, not that.
All right. This one's for me, but I guess you guys can talk if you want. Did you and Ryan Carroll make things right yet?
I remember this chat, and I actually ended up saying the last thing. I said to Ryan, "Are you gonna fucking change or not?" He goes, "Well, I'm just gonna be the same." Okay, problem fucking solved. The two of you, you go that way, you go that way. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Walsh and Carol had a falling out.
Yeah.
Which has not been repaired, and it probably won't
Will
be
never
repaired.
be prepared. Except there's a certain black guy who's not here who would like that to happen.
Yeah, but because in theory, that's the best thing to do. Make everyone
I get
happy.
Theory, like youngster.
Well,
That's not what I-
I'd like to see all of us be friends. I mean,
Yeah.
including me and Amir.
It'd be
I just think right now it's a bad time.
right.
But I think eventually all this would blow over.
I don't think that's going to be the case for those two, though.
It's not you, it's Carol.
No,
Oh, I know.
that's why it'll never happen.
I'll play this.
I mean, he's not going to watch this anyway, so...
No, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
It's not. I'm not going to air out everything because that's his business. I wouldn't do that. But obviously, people, you know the business. I said on one of the Shawn Walsh shows that we had our falling out over.
Here we go again.
Oh dear God!
What?
No!
No,
Give
continue.
me one. Give me one.
Oh,
Give me Cesaro.
over CAW, yes, and then it evolved into.
Hey!
Well, Socko Chops, this happens here.
Go ahead.
Call
I'm
you
not
Socko?
going to
Keep
make
going.
any noises. Keep going.
All right.
Do we call you Socko or do we call you Shawn?
I don't care.
All right, Sin Cara. Gonna try and do a Hurricane Rana. Oh, he slipped. Botch.
Continue.
All
Continue.
right. But yeah, it started over CAW, which I know is stupid, but it got taken to everything that issues over months and months and months, and like Steve said, like everyone.
You're supposed to be my friend!
That's not even the same right guy.
I know it's Rey Mysterio, but I couldn't find Rey Mysterio.
Shea Mysterio.
Ask everyone here has seen the conversation or at
Yeah,
least
sure.
heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't care.
2-day argument.
2-day argument. Carol just wouldn't admit he was wrong.
So
They fight
Wait, you fought for 2 days?
Yeah. It was before you even joined. And even if you want to look past that conversation, they were fighting even before that because of the same situation.
yeah, so Carol has his choices.
Trust me,
I don't
we
agree with
all hear it in the Skype.
them. Yeah,
I can imagine.
We all hear it.
but yeah, we did not make things right, and I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Shame on you.
I made I tried.
Are we going on with the next question?
Yeah, next
Nobody
question.
gives a fuck
Yeah,
about
I'm
Carol.
bored.
I don't think there is no
That's
more
it?
questions.
That's it?
That's it?
That's it?
That's how you end it?
Well, that was literally the last question that was
We
sent to
ended it
me.
with Carol.
All right, well we can't end it that way.
No,
No,
yeah.
no.
I mean, you gotta have shit,
Someone needs
right?
to book a better finish.
I mean, you gotta have
That's
shit,
like a
right?
dusty finish there.
What the hell, man? We ended with Carol, of all people?
All right.
You gotta have shit, right?
Just give us eight questions.
I got one. All right.
Just one question to finish it?
This
I don't know what
this
you got.
one is been asked on Ask FM. Everyone's been wanting to know about these dream matches.
Ah,
I thought you were gonna go with
COH.
the versus shit.
No.
Like if COH and CCL
Oh,
are
yeah,
fucking dream
there's that
star.
too. Well, that's I
I
guess.
guess we do a little incorporated.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Well, is there any dream matches? I guess just in COH alone that anyone would want to see.
I was wanting to see Bateman and Patriot.
I'd
The
like
American Psycho versus the All-American American.
Yeah. I'd love to see. I know this is a popular one. M. Accuracy and Ray Geddes. That would be a great feud.
Kevin and Nate.
Yeah. Oh, they want it so
They really
bad.
want to so bad. I'm getting my rematch with Goonie
If you-
with this whole new persona thing. So I'm
Yeah.
If he was a face, Goonie and Patriot.
Mm-hmm.
Battle of the top faces.
depending on how the tournament goes, I don't know. Me and Nate.
That would be
That's
interesting. It'd be different. Yeah.
Shawn Walsh versus Travis.
That's a weird feud.
Owner versus owner.
I don't. But I'm not in.
Do it anyway.
All right.
The smoker and Cash
The
because they're both
smoker.
hot.
Gluteus versus Fisk.
Oh, throw in the other guy. There you go. You got a triple threat right there.
Pain?
That's his name, right?
Pain.
While you're at it, throw a Lester.
He doesn't draw a dime.
Lester, he's big.
While you're at it, throw Lester in there and make it a monster's ball.
Throwing Steve Slasher for a legend.
That was a good idea from Bentz. He suggested doing a Glory's Ball.
Really?
I was like, it was under one of his dream match cards. I don't know if it's called the Glory's Ball, but it was something similar.
So essentially a Fatal 4-way, pretty much no holds barred between a bunch of monster characters.
Any 4 guys, really, yeah.
Well, I mean, what TNA did was mostly monsters, except for like Sabu and
Yeah, like a high flyer and a hardcore guy in there.
It seems like it's I think it's gonna happen, but because they've been teasing at it. But Ray and Scott, I think, are when.
I wouldn't call that a dream.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't call it a dream.
I want to see it though.
But I mean, it'd be cool.
Yeah, but wanting to see it and it being like this match that's bigger than anything that you've ever seen is different.
I think Cash and Cross would be cool.
Be too bad.
And Accuracy and Cash.
I'd be okay with Cash.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, I can't think of it.
Oh! Patriot and Morris. Canadian versus the American.
Right.
I guess.
Hi, I'm Adam Jackpot, the owner and ruler of the world of NJCW. Now, I take it you like call wrestling. Not a shocker. I take it you like wrestling too. And maybe if you're a fan of like fantasy and shit, like comic books, movies, and all that stuff, you pretty much would enjoy it as well. So I'm here with a pretty important announcement. This is NJCW. Now, then, you're probably asking yourself, well, this is not how a regular call commercial goes. Usually there's like, they show something from the show. Well, we have a small little thing for you, so check it out. I bet you did, because in that video there was a subliminal message pretty much telling you, hey, guess what, you have to like NJCW. And now you do. And now you're my puppet. And now you're going to go subscribe to the channel. Because why? Because you're my
Dope.
Is there anything that's not?
Alright, here's a dream match. Razor Ramon, Tyson Kidd.
Is there anything that's not call-based that we could talk about?
No, let him talk. Let him talk about what he was doing.
I'd love to talk about something, but it would be interesting.
Alright,
well, wait then. Let him do his thing. You bring up the questions so everybody knows, because they're all like, what's going on. And
Travis decided, let's talk about Christian Gary, because everyone wants to hear about Christian Gary, everyone's most favorite call wrestler.
Well, besides me. Probably, well, obviously.
And the rest of call.
I'd rather watch Tyson Kidd and Razor.
Yes, it's a dream match. Book it.
They both wear pink.
Yes.
Oh.
Boom.
So Travis.
Oh, thank you.
What about Christian Gary?
Well, it ain't gonna be long, but the only reason he posted that rant, that whole I am tired of bullshit, was because Rockstone came back. I think he got jealous.
The Rockstone, yeah.
For those that don't know, when Rockstone came in, I actually met Rockstone through Christian Gary. He was his friend, he recommended him to come in, and Rockstone made it way farther than Gary could ever.
So you think it's because of his
I
return?
really think it's a jealousy thing.
But he wanted to do the whole quit thing before Roxanne returned.
Oh, what?
The whole I'm quitting in February thing was before Roxanne.
He's not quitting.
Yeah.
No,
how many people actually buy that?
I mean, who remembered Virtual Legion or whatever it was?
If he wanted to quit, he'd already be
said
gone.
Virtual Legion because it was just his attempt to try to cash in on you.
Yeah.
With Call All Stars because he got kicked out because he's a loser.
By the way, plug for that.
Yeah, check out Call Stars.
Event.
It's gonna be awesome. Not like Christian Gary's.
It never happened.
What did he call
Virtual
it?
Legion?
Virtual
his attempt
Legion?
to try to get some
Yeah,
friends.
he was like, oh, we're going to do this Call Mega and hyped it like it was never done before. And I literally put in the comments, so Call All Stars? Like,
no, I think what it was is, he wanted to have it where it was, you know how, this is something that nobody knows, but I'll say it here, how, you know, Cash wants to do the whole, like, giant call source tournament thing.
Right.
That's what he wanted to do.
Okay.
He was gonna take like people from different feds, and then they'd fight in a tournament, and the winner would be declared the Virtual Legion, and some stupid like that. Like he got like Smokey was a big name, but and then he got Ray. I don't even think Ray knew what the fuck was going on when he got it.
Ray's not gonna say no. Like
he's not gonna say no, but I don't think he gave a fuck.
I don't know if he'll say no to Gary, but he has said no to college. He said no to Levi's Fed.
Well, okay, yeah. I don't think he'll say no to Gary.
Should we even get into talking about ICW?
Oh dear God! Thoughts on ICW is you know,
what do you mean?
December, yo, it's gonna happen.
That's a huge fucking time leap from July to December.
All right, guys, give me the December.
ICW is the call equivalent to GFW.
Levi, I love you, but
Stop it.
stop.
You just
If you're gonna do a call show, do it.
working full time. I'm working full time. I don't have any time to do call.
biscuits and
I'll say this without saying who has done it. For my developmental show, people have come to me and said, well, we don't think ICW is going to happen, so let's put our call in your developmental show. Yeah.
Like they deliberately called ICW out.
Yeah, ICW was specifically mentioned, and that their call is not, they don't believe
Levi,
the show's
you
going to
suck.
come out. So they're like, well, I want my
Jesus
character
Christ,
to actually happen.
That's terrible.
I feel bad for him because a lot of them really were looking forward to it. And and Collins is guilty is that as well with all his space. A lot of people really looked up to him, Justin Collins.
Yeah.
We looked up to him.
Well,
Is he really tall?
Not all of us.
A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people really did know.
Looked up to
Vince?
him.
Well, I don't know, looked up to him is the right term, but
I never did.
I should say more looking forward.
There you go. I was
Looking
about to be
forward
like,
to his shows.
I looked up
Marco
to.
Rose, Bence, and a lot of others.
Dude, I joined. He downloaded an Austin Aries call. That was my character, and gave me the wrong theme song.
And I discovered Stefan Guerrero and David Rivera through Justin.
Yeah. Oh, here's an interesting one. YWF.
What about it?
Is it ever coming back?
I already
Does
made
anyone,
my- hey,
does anyone
listen,
think it's coming back?
I made my comment earlier.
I like for it to come back. I hate to see Feds die. Well, a lot of people think, oh, Chaz, why do you have to come back? Why would I want them to die? What do I get from that? It's just me. You think I want to be alone?
No, it's a war. Understand?
Yeah.
YWF is at war with you.
Don't you understand YWF is your WCW, Vince?
You gotta do it. If they ever close doors, you gotta do that promo.
What is the fate? Oh, I already
It's
have
in
it. I already have it. I'm like, AM Punk. We're gonna rename you. It's gonna be AM Punk to You Are Gone. That'd be something good.
Do the simulcast?
Huh?
Gotta do the simulcast.
What is Travis Sparks doing on YWF? What, this explosion?
I don't know.
Well, no, why would he be there? You'd have to send.
Well, no. I have to send I'll send the doctor.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, the doctor.
What's he doing there? It doesn't. It reads Spine Breaker, Doctor Spine Breaker.
It could even build up to a Ray Geddes feud.
Yeah, it could.
There you go.
He can use the YWF guys to do an animation.
The Alliance.
Some of the COH guys will turn as well.
And turn. It'll be.
And then you'll have Patriot will just, for some strange reason, go on the YWF side because,
Yeah.
even though they were against him anyway.
And then he'll turn heel.
He's fired.
You need a mole. You need a
No,
mole.
that's why.
Yeah, Patriot would be my heel.
Yeah, Patriot would make sense
Heel.
as
My
a Stone
mole.
Cold because YWF canned him and COH took him and made him good, so he would obviously go back.
Patriot would turn heel, go to them, but secretly be my mole, so he'll
Yeah.
later turn heel on the bad guys. Kind of like what Angle did to Austin. He turned heel.
This is like a Vince Russo angle.
He turned
I love Vince
heel.
Russo. It's gonna be a swerve.
It's
That's what's gonna
swerve.
happen. We're gonna have a swerve. Swerve. I got my Mountain Dew in my Subway, and then I came home and there was a bunch of messages about the COH YWF thing. I was like, what?
Wait, Jared Fogle had just pleaded guilty. Maybe we could bring him in to do an angle.
And
We'll-
we're gonna make him the COH World Champion.
We'll make him the COH World Champion, and Andrew can play a second character and be his child that he had worked with.
We're gonna have.
Make Andrew a lawyer.
We're gonna have a minor 49er match, and one of the boxes is gonna be a small child for Jarrett to fuck. And then the other box will be the title, and then there'll be a foot long, and then a picture of
and that foot long won't cost $5.
and a picture of Scott Hall or some shit.
What do you picture of Broke Crack Mountain?
Watch it. It's on Netflix.
That's a
Netflix.
Netflix?
Netflix.
I said Netflix, didn't I? Fucked up.
But back to YWF. I don't hate them. I mean, I criticize them a lot. Marcus always come to me for opinions, and he kind of stopped, I guess, because my opinions are always too negative. So I always say, why are your matches so short?
You killed it. Yeah.
I didn't kill it.
You killed YWF.
Yeah.
And he said, well, people like it that way. I was like, well, they do. Then why was Democracy versus AM Punk voted as your match of the year? Which,
how long did that match go?
over 15 minutes at least. And an average is what, 5?
Yeah.
For
I
them,
mean,
yeah.
I'll say this.
Did you watch CyberSlam?
They messed you.
I actually watched part of CyberSlam like a week ago. Believe it or not, that's not a joke.
Sonny
I
would
actually
love you.
did because I
Sonny be
I
proud.
needed to look for footage for Seth McInerney for the video package I'm making for him versus Alex at Call All Stars, and I'm looking.
Another
I'm like,
dream match.
yeah, I'm
What's
looking.
happening now?
I'm looking for the match, and I'm like, oh, he's got to be in the main event, and it's like 5 minutes left in the video. I'm like, how is there time left for a match? There's the main event, and
That was
I'm
more
like,
of a segment.
what? Yeah, like, what is this? Like,
Nitro. Not that Nitro, but like WCW.
yeah,
Nitro.
like you don't need to go 25 minutes. But
That's not what
jeez.
I'm saying.
Just-
Let it tell the story.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem.
Okay, especially if you want like your mid card matches to be like maybe 5-6 minutes, that's fine. But
Fine.
your
main
main
event.
I'll take that. Fine.
but your main event should at least be over 15.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
If the rest of the card,
Especially if it's someone like, whether it be you or Chronix and Stu or Bane and whoever.
my issue with YWF the most of the time was there were so many fucking promos and barely any matches. Promos would go on for like 20 minutes, and then there's like a 5-second match, and then show's over.
My only beef was that there was a lot of hot shotting. Like,
It was hot shot bullshit.
it was one thing would happen, and then bam, the next thing happens, and bam, the next thing happens, and it's like watching.
That's the
Impact.
worst thing you could ever do with booking is hot shot.
Yeah.
The worst.
Another thing is their roster had issues because like they would bring in people and that would be it. They'd be there one episode, they're gone the next because they didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think what was one of their biggest fail? What would you say was their biggest failure? For me, I'll probably say their ACW
Yeah.
The revival thing.
revival
Oh,
they
God.
tried to do.
Oh, that was
That was
terrible.
I think
Yeah,
everyone
but I mean
would
they
tell you
got. I mean I guess they got Fisk out of it.
that. Well, yeah, they got Andrew out of it.
Yeah.
Andrew and wait, did Sonny come from that?
I think he did. I think Sonny Colfax came from that.
Sonny came, yeah. So
I love Big Daddy. It was a good movie. Sonny Colfax.
we might as well do our thoughts on all the feds. So we could do CWS now.
I don't watch it though.
I watch it.
I watched it.
Watched it.
I watched it before he brought it back.
I've watched the
Yeah.
2 episodes he's brought back, but I mean that's been it so far. But he's been having issues. So
I watched the Nitro that came back and that one
to be honest,
that main event show.
it was the same as he's always been. Nate knows how to put on a fucking good Fed.
He does.
It's a shame that he has issues that cause him to like bring out 3 episodes and then it goes away, but then it gets revived again. Because if he had all the equipment and the time and everything, I think he'd give you guys a run for your money. I think he could
pass me.
I think he would.
I think he would pass me.
You think he would pass you?
Yeah.
I think he would take YWF place as the second with you two, as the shoot Fed as I've coined the term.
If he had the schedule format as I did, he'd pass me.
You really think so?
I think so.
He's got it down.
And
pat.
if he
It's just
doesn't
a
pass
saying.
me, he'd be fucking right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like
He would literally
yeah.
be my threat.
Yeah.
He's got it though. That's
Nate-
a shame though. He's got a great mindset.
He does.
Oh my God,
He got
yeah.
great editing, great style. I love it.
And his storylines are good.
And they are. They're
Well,
entertaining.
This will say his storylines.
He
His
knows what
storylines
he does.
are great, but it feels like once he reaches a certain point in the show, things just start to kind of fall apart. I don't know if he like stops pushing the storyline and does something that he finds funny and it doesn't advance the story. But it seems like once it reaches a certain
Like
point,
the Rick Ross shit that he did the one episode.
well, like sometimes in old CWS, he'll do stuff like with Breaking Bad. He'll bring on
yeah, he brought
JBL. He'll do all that kind of
Chris
stuff.
Benoit, Jake Craig.
Yeah, and like
That was weird.
some of the
like
stuff.
he'll bring in like weird things out of nowhere.
It seemed like in the beginning he wasn't sure what direction. I think the tone he wanted.
to do.
It seemed like he tried to mix it up.
Like I said,
with
every
fantasy.
time he comes back, it gets better and better, but it only lasts like.
It only lasts
But that's
Yeah.
why
Which is a
I
shame.
haven't watched the 2 episodes because I don't want to emotionally invest my
And
time
then
in something.
yeah, because there
and then
hasn't
it
been
shuts it
'cause
down or
He had the Elgato problem, right, or some shit.
Yeah.
His Elgato fucked up. Same thing that's happening to DZW right now.
Yeah. If he sticks to the story he's doing,
He stuck with it for a long time.
yeah.
Up until what World War III, I think, was the last thing he did before the
Yeah, the show's
before the
removed.
break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Removed.
Yeah. But it was the
He has
current
so many cool characters.
was the current story he's doing with like what's like the network and the
Yeah, like he private investor,
yeah, like
That's what he's doing.
it's not
which is interesting. It's
He
different.
does. He does.
Yeah.
He does. He plays a better owner character than I do. He's good at doing that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll,
he's really-
I'll say this, even though the show I know what show he took the idea from, even though it's not a show I would watch, it's different and it catches your attention because it's not COH, it's not AWF, it's not YWF, it's something different. And if he sticks to that and just goes all the way with it, then I think could be making COH a run for their money there.
Yeah.
God,
Be serious
did I enjoy fucking the Shawn?
That's a shame that character didn't take off.
And Vaughn's great over there. Nate's
Vaughn's
good.
great.
Vaughn,
Nate Roberts
CWS,
great.
the only show that Vaughn had, like,
Vaughn was at his
he
full-
puts
because,
his work
because
in
him
there.
and Nate are close like that.
Yeah.
When you have
I
that
thought,
connection.
You know, J Crack got a great start over there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They
Jake
came
Crack
from
on the
there.
show, yeah.
You and
You-
Carol
you
came
and Carol?
from there.
Yeah, that's one thing. The old TWS, at least it brought some
Sapsis
guys
was
over.
Great. I like
I'm
Sapsis.
glad a lot of people like the Sapsis character.
Mm-hmm.
Parkinson was cool for the small part in the time he was there.
Yeah, he got destroyed by the Ultimate Warrior.
Well,
Yeah.
that's one of those situations. Like said,
I love Reggie Mania. That was such a perfect gimmick. I don't know why Reggie wants to go all Chris Benoit. That's what ruined him. He killed himself. It wasn't the booking, it was Reggie.
Yeah.
or Daniel.
He could have either went Hogan or Warrior, either or would have worked.
He went
He needs to be a flashy
I
character.
don't know what other.
Reggie is a
What
character.
other show?
Reggie, because Reggie will never be taken seriously. So if he embraces that, he can
He
succeed.
can't embrace it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What else is-
that's why Amazing Punk worked.
Mhm.
He
And then Punk is trying to make himself serious.
Well, we don't know if he embraced it.
Oh yeah, Punk got like.
Well, put it this way, he didn't disagree. He
Yeah.
actually
Well,
wanted.
you really didn't have no choice. He had to do it regardless.
He's not. He's a few croutons to the salad.
All right.
Anything else?
Uh,
you said you want to go through feds. So.
Well, I mean, once I'm really invested, I'm not invested
There's
too much
yours.
in ECF. You are.
I'm invested.
We
Me-
watch ECF.
Me and Adam
I'm waiting
watch
for my
ECF.
debut. My debut's on the
he
next
takes
show.
a while.
He's got to do commentary.
I'm not in that one.
No, I know that. No. He has to. He's supposed to do it with Cash.
I don't even. Hey, this could be even. The show could be up.
I hope so.
I
Like,
don't know.
he's supposed to do his Cash, but Cash,
Is in Detroit.
he's in
or some
Detroit
shit
now.
for like 2 weeks.
So, which he took like 2 weeks and they never did the commentary. And then he's like, well, I don't want to do it alone. I'm like, then I'll do it with you. And he's like, oh, but I got to do this. So, as soon as, I guess, he does the commentary with me or does it himself, that show will be out.
you have stuff to do too.
I'll say it's because I know at least me and Adam are invested in it. It's gotten better. It's gotten better.
Much better.
It's got a lot better. He went more.
His last CPV, I think, was his breaking.
If
out.
he capitalizes on that momentum from that Dawn of the Champion
knows
show,
what he's
then
doing,
he
you know.
can
He's
he can do something there.
he's not there yet, but
I see a lot of
he's
influence from me on his shows, which is good. I
Mm-hmm.
love seeing my style rub off on other feds.
Yeah.
Including YWF. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why people would think I would hate that. I love that.
No, you stole from YWF.
I get ideas from all feds. Technically, if you want to get specific, I got my style from David.
Yeah.
That's where I got started.
I don't know what else CCL is. You don't watch it. I
No, I don't
watch
watch
it. You don't watch that.
I don't
much
watch
either.
CCL.
No, I never watched it.
You don't think you watch COH?
As of right now, yeah.
Right.
As of right now, before I watched YWF,
What's going on with you and DCW? Are you still there?
me, I fucked up on getting a promo to AJ in time. So I technically I am supposed to still be there. I'm feuding with J Crack, but I forgot to get the promo in on time for him. I'm also supposed to be in Khan's Fed, but he wants me to cut this promo for him, and I really don't know how.
Has Khan had a show since the Shane Douglas thing? Because I hear a lot of talk.
That's all he is. Con, I like you. I love your Photoshop work. I love him. But man, you were just talk. And Grant, you got Shane Douglas. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I was very jealous
I'm a big
of that.
fan of the franchise.
But I'll be honest with you, you blew it. You failed to capitalize on that. You're focused on doing some YT stuff for what?
Nobody wants to see it.
Nobody
Yeah.
wants to see it. How does that...
That name is toxic at this point after what David had done to me. I mean, it wasn't so much what he did to me, it's just that it was the straw that broke the camel's back. Because he had done it so many times. And it's just like, after so many times, we can't trust you. And when David released one show after he had kicked me off the channel, to which every wrestler was coming out to wrestlers' theme songs, like Charlie Haas's theme song, or CM Punk's, or whatever, then it's a stale product. And he never released the show since then, removed everything from the channel. To this day, me and David have not talked.
I haven't either.
I've not talked to David since that day. I sent him a final message.
Are we gonna get that match though? I mean, people want it.
Well, Khan's gonna do it.
So,
ECW's
fine.
I gotta watch more of it.
It needs a little bit of work.
We talked to AJ though, like a week or two ago about, and he's working on it. So
I'm working on it for my show.
Yeah.
I just the crossover just came out. Well, in this video it comes out today. When this comes out, it's already out.
Yeah.
The crossover with ACW.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
I like crossover shows.
I think they're awesome.
Hopefully my breaking out.
It should be.
So.
You deserve it.
There's a lot of hype for it.
Crossover shows, they're cool though. Like, I know I have a few lined up.
I have one too. Secret.
Secret? Oh,
Secret,
okay.
I can't talk. Me and my partner, we can't talk. Can't make any rumors unless we know for sure we're going to go through with it.
I'll say this, since,
I want to try to get a crossover show at least one every season.
Yeah, since, you know, the COH one is, you know, quiet for right now, I'll say this.
I have a few.
Well, I know you have a few.
I have a few.
One of those, might as well say it.
Yeah, I mean, you were
Yeah, NJCW, it's going to be interesting. A fantasy call show, an original call show.
Yeah.
It's going to try it out, see how it
I'm
works.
gonna have Bowser to see that one.
There was,
I'll make it clear, I'm doing one with UCCW and Battle X. We're doing a 3-way.
That's cool.
Me and Andrew's
his fantasy show, right?
BFW and Nitro's new fed.
Yeah.
ACL are also doing a 3-way crossover show.
That's awesome.
Speaking of Andrew, AWF and ECF at some point later in the year, like maybe the holiday season, are probably looking to do a crossover show.
And I definitely know for a fact that we'll be working with ACW again.
You should, because
I have
that
a good relationship with him.
Yeah.
We'll be working with them again, definitely. We enjoyed everything that we did. I mean, granted, he's on PS3, but he's on 13. We're on 14, so it looks different when the show comes out. That look at that, but doesn't matter. We'll be working together, and of course, we have our match at calls first.
Yeah, you can make it work. Hey,
we're not done yet.
Just because of systems and games, it can happen. Like when AWF and COH, we did our crossover show. Travis is on Xbox.
We said 3 weeks, right? It took you guys?
It took us like 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
And that was...
We jumped on immediately.
That was talking about it, planning the show, booking it, getting the calls, everything. The editing, the commentary, all that, 3 weeks.
And I know we're also not done with tournament type things. We'll be bringing...
I like the tournament stuff.
Young Lion Cup was a great success for us.
I liked it. It was good.
A lot of we had 8 different feds have their participation in it.
Sonny.
Aaron Yeager won from ACW.
It's a shame only one person can win.
Because we're partners. But yeah, we'll be doing more tournament-based things. We have a tag tournament thing that we have planned. We have a Super Junior tournament planned, and the COD will also be returning. People say we're like a New Japan type thing. We do a lot of tournaments and stuff, and that's what I aim for.
All right.
For fun. Bring companies together so there's no drama.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
I'm all about the fun type thing.
Yeah.
So that's what NJCW is.
And to wrap it up, one last one, since we're talking about crossover shows, on Ask FM, there's been a lot of talk about a crossover show. If it can even happen, I don't know. But a lot of people want to see COH and CCL. What are some match? Well, if it is or not, you don't got to say.
That's the secret, isn't it?
No spoilers.
Yeah, that's it. You heard it here.
I can't say much.
Oh, I get all the exclusives. Woo!
You don't think that it wasn't going to end up being exposed?
Alright, me and Eddie haven't talked yet.
You haven't talked yet?
Yeah, what? You guys thought I was talking about that? No!
He's lying.
No, me and Eddie have not spoken, exchanged a conversation about any type of crossover.
Alright.
I've seen him express interest, I have too.
A lot of people expressed it.
Yeah,
Like base and
yeah.
shit. Like,
that one day on Ask, everyone was like, dream matches, like they wanted to...
It flooded my Ask with all the seeing everyone's.
So,
It's cool.
and then
It's
great, I added the Fool because then I added DCA in that bucket, and now people started asking that too.
Yeah, DCA kind of came into the picture a bit.
People are saying that DCA is going to take the CCL spot after CCL dies because a lot of their guys are crossing over and shit.
Yeah, I see that. I see that a lot. I've been approached by DCA to commentate their shows because they really like my work.
DCA is definitely going to be a big fucking deal within the next year.
mm-hmm.
I haven't watched much of their shows. Their style's a little different from what I usually expect. 'Cause I know their promos are typed on the screen, so I'm not used to watching that. That could be a problem for me at least, because I'm not.
A CCL COH feud would be nice if you can make it work. That's literally the only way it works.
if it's going to happen, it's going to be soon, because they're almost done.
Make it work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you'd have to make it soon before they end. The only issue you would have is, like I said, some of the people don't cut. So
That's no big deal.
Now,
let's make a whole show about matches.
I mean, I think we've all seen like what people think should be matches. What do you guys think? Not just matches. What should be the main event? The last match on the card, CCL, COH. Who should main event?
It was a Survivor Series fucking thing. I do that.
Yeah, I was thinking Survivor Series in my head too.
Do you think
But if I
Survivor
had to do
Series match?
something, I would do. Shit. What's the current? Oh, it's a chick. Fuck, never mind. Because I would have said you and two people versus whoever's owner right now, but it's a chick.
Travis Sparks versus Eddie Mack.
But he doesn't wrestle.
He doesn't know. And neither is
Yes.
technically neither is Mr. Sparks.
Yeah.
But Mr. Sparks
Mr.
did have
Sparks
two
has
matches.
gotten in the ring before though.
And Eddie never has. No,
Eddie's,
Well,
Eddie's
that'd be the time to do it.
Eddie's
before you go off.
Eddie's actually never actually been the owner. He's always had somebody like a character be
like a kayfabe owner.
like he
Right.
had his,
Like Vince McMahon back in the day.
He had his like username was a character. This chick is a character. George Lopez was a character once. Jay-Z was a GM once.
George Lopez, so right my show. Right, my wrestling show.
So yeah, you couldn't fight him, but I guess I would pick. Fuck. I guess I'd still do the 6-man thing. I would have probably Patriot and Accuracy, or no, actually I'd have Accuracy, Goonie, and Nate against Ray, D, and Casey Gordon. Because those are the three biggest people over there.
Yeah. I think
Big three.
Yeah.
And then
No pun intended.
if you could probably interchange between Patriot, Accuracy, Goonie, and Nate, and then choose a combination of those four to be your 3-man team.
I think
That's all I do.
if you do like a
And then a stellar undercard.
yeah, if you do a 3-on-3 match, I think that I'd agree with that. If you did 1-on-1, I think
I don't know what I'd pick. Though.
I know what I'd pick. You'd have Ray Geddes for CCL, and then M Accuracy COH.
Can I go back to that question?
Yeah.
Because it just makes the most sense to me.
If he wasn't a heel, I'd put Ray in Goonie. Because if you really think about it, Goonie is the face of COH.
One of the best faces we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably the best champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good debate.
Alex said it himself on the show. He felt Goonie was the best champion in
Funny, 'cause
COH.
I remember when he first won it, Alex was like, why would you do that? A lot of people were skeptical when Goonie first won it.
But he fucking...
He fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Making it
That's
one of
what
my
I think.
favorite title changes I've ever done.
You have anything?
What, as far as a dream match?
As like a CCL. But if you don't watch
You don't really watch
know
CCL, so
anybody.
you really don't have them.
No, I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Nate and Great D.
That'd be nice.
That's not bad.
Yeah, if
Great D
you-
and AJ?
Yeah.
18 AJ.
But you're talking the main event. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how big Great D is over there.
Great D is like there's like like I said, him, Gordon, and Gray are their biggest men.
Then I would probably go with what you said.
Great D I
because-
think is their second biggest face, and then Gordon is their biggest heel, and Ray is obviously the face.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know. Just one quick one. Do you think if like this happened, it should just be a super show, or should? Because I've seen some people think it should be an angle. Should it be a show
it
or
could
an
be
angle?
an angle because one of them is leaving.
Yeah, I think it'd be better off Super Show.
I think
Angle, I
you
think
do
it'd be-
one off Super Show, Everybody gets what they want. Everybody goes home happy. If you want to do an angle, then I would have the angle be involving either D or Ray, because then it could still cross over for you. But anybody else that's not contracted, then no.
I think it'd be better as a Super Show.
I think a Super Show is the way to go.
Not only that, an angle, it's going to get too messy, and then there's going to be conflict between the two
I don't know
owners.
why there wouldn't need to be an angle. I don't think there needs to be.
Yeah, there's really no purpose for it to be an angle besides the fact.
It's the same thing how, like, you know, you do, like, how ROH and New Japan do their shit. There's not really angles. They go out, they have matches, everybody goes home happy and says that was a great night.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
And that's how it should be.
Alright, well, that...
One last thing. Steve, is that stuff you're ever coming back?
Oh, God, he's been pinpointing that.
Woohoo!
I'll just say this. If my finances are good by the end of the year, there's a slight chance. Slight chance. The only thing is I'm focused on music right now, so don't get your hopes up, but put it this way. Hope for the best and expect the worst.
Hey, maybe SWA will be back before ICW, you never know.
Oh, that's obvious.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. We answered all your questions and more. So thank you for watching the Shawn Walsh Show. Second time we did this. Hopefully we do it again some other time.
Everybody support the Mountie.
Join PCW.
Oh, yeah.
Join ICW.
Why?
Because you can say you were part of nothing.
So
I was at a house show for the ACW.
Really?
Yes. I competed. I competed against Ray Geddes.
Oh,
Look at
wow.
that. You all missed it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Levi. You fucked up.
So thanks, Steve, Adam, Travis, for being on.
I'm a person.
And,
I believe so.
yeah. And look forward to season 2 of the Shawn Walsh Show.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we gotta
Fuck
find that
you.
boss.
Yeah, we gotta get